All right. Oh, hello, Dusk. You're already here. What's poppin' though? What's poppin' though? Okay. Uh, and I legitimately just popped in out of a magic land. I swear to God. All right. Yo. Okay. Let me. There's paint tool side. Okay. Just need to make sure the stream switches over to paint tool side so y'all can see what I'm doing. We should have a fox mom coming in shortly. I'm pretty hype about that. There we go. I don't know. Do I want to continue something I already started working on, or should I work on something else? I don't know. I think to start, I'm just gonna pick up on something I was already working on. There we go. Heck yes. Actually, I really don't feel like working on this. But I have to start off somewhere. I haven't been drawing regularly for the past couple days. Hey, what's poppin'? Oh, God. Alright. Crap. I like how Dusk is just chilling in the chat, alright, I gotta open my reference sheet for this guy. Okay. I'm not happy with this, but I'm not happy with a lot of things. That makes me sound like a terrible person. TV! My TV! Oh my gosh! You actually came to love me. I'm so happy. My heart. My heart. If you could, see my heart right now, it is, dying. It's yo. People actually love me. It's a miracle. And look, Dusk just pops up in the squad chat, just all muted and everything. Dang. I'll tell you what. So, I don't know if this is new or not, but Red Bull has this grapefruit twist, and it is so good. Oh my God. I've never tasted this. I've never seen this one before in my life. I just had it the other night. It is legendary. That alone gives me something to look forward to. Alright. It's been a while. I need y'all to know I have not been regularly drawing. I have not. And it's kind of depressing, but I haven't been feeling too hot. I'm trying to pull myself together because school's starting, and this is going to be my first semester as an actual art student. Dusk, I will stab you. But my first year as an art student, so that's interesting. I'm not 100% sure if I'm ready for it, because most of the time when you get into you're you've known your entire a long time, or at least for a little while, yes, I definitely want to do this. A lot of my friends knew from the get-go what they were going to do when they got into college, but I was yo, I want to be a veterinarian. but I don't want to stab animals with pointy things, so I'm not 100% sure if I'm good with that. Like, I mean, I could. I don't think it's like I'd wimp out. It's just like I'd feel guilty, especially if they died. If they died on that table. Thank you, DV. Man, DV, you gotta know. Since you left, I've been like, yo, I need to work hard and get somewhere. Like, this is the one I'm actually the most proud of, as weird and creepy as it is. It's meant to make him look senile and everything. But like,
Hey,
who?
hit me.
Fox Mom.
Hello, child. Even though you're older than me.
It's okay. It's okay. Yo,
Ah,
I was sitting here. I'm like trying to talk and trying to come up with a conversation by myself.
me
I'm
too.
I'm like,
Who's
oh
this
god.
new? Who's the new child kid that you started drawing that kind of reminds me of Dio but isn't Dio?
Tumblepaw?
Yes, a little
Yo,
soybean.
I don't even know how I came up with that. It was just like I was thinking I needed an apprentice character because I've never had one before. And
Yeah.
I like legitimately just sat down and decided, hey, let me try this. And I doodled him up. Next thing I knew, I had like this tiny little sweet child. And I'm like, oh my god, I must have just become like, I was like, I love him so much. Like,
Just punch him in the face.
huh?
Just punch him in the face
I
and see what
know.
happens.
Like,
That's how to test him.
I'm telling you, he's just gonna explode with like confetti and sugar. I'm gonna be like,
I want him.
yo, huh?
I want him to be friends with Myosi Lizard Paw. I just think that they'd fight so much they'd be friends.
Yes, that should be a thing. That should so be a thing. An AU universe, Tumblepaw, X Lizardpaw.
Oh my god.
And you know
That'd be great.
the funniest thing is I've never actually made a character that just stays an apprentice. Like he's just an apprentice. I didn't make him a
Yeah.
warrior. I didn't come up with a warrior design for him. He's just an apprentice. He's just so cute. I'm like
He's just a small child.
once I get into role playing again, I'm gonna feel like, and he becomes a warrior. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna be like, no, my son, give up.
Hey, if you're thinking about getting back into the roleplay, me and a couple of friends are planning on starting up a post-apocalyptic one. So that
Sign
might be
me
cool.
up. Sign me up. Oh my god, I love post-apocalyptic role plays. I haven't
Yeah,
been in one since I was like, I don't know, 12, 13.
they're really fun. I've
They're
been
so
planning this for
fun.
like 3 months now. Also, my boyfriend is in the chat now. Attack him.
he's he's Hey, what's poppin' though?
It's the
Hey,
JoJo squad.
I
It's the
know the
JoJo
JoJo
squad.
squad's up in this stream, this boring stream where I'm like coloring a cat.
You're being Rohan.
Huh?
You're being
Yo,
Rohan.
you right? You right?
Manga, 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 manga.
The
I
only
can never
prob
say
I don't know.
manga.
Like for a while, I was like saying manga, but then like a bunch of my friends got on me. It's like, no, it's manga, and I'm like, I, does it really matter? You know what I'm talking about.
It doesn't matter.
It's like
My favorite.
see, I'd be upset if you said something like Japanese comics because I'm like, yo, you need to chill. They have a
Yeah.
name. They have a name. What are you doing? But like, as I don't care if you say manga or manga. I'm just like, just let people say what they're gonna say. If you know what they're saying,
Yeah.
like like if you didn't know what they were saying, okay, I got it. But you knew what they were talking about.
Exactly. Although my favorite argument to start is like if you say like anime is just a cartoon but it's made in Japan, I just love seeing people like fight about it. It's great.
I that is like one of those weird ones where it's like I'm not offended by, but it's like so hilarious when you think about it. Because like technically it is, but like one of the biggest difference between like Japan and hey, what's up?
Children.
I know
Yes.
there's so many children, but
I'm
yo,
working on your commission. I'm so sorry. Sorry.
I swear like that I struggle with like I swear I've like of the two commissions I've gotten from them, like I both of them were longer than I'm like they took longer than I wanted, and it made me very
Yeah.
sad. I was like,
I always try and get sorry. I always try and get commissions done in like 2 days, and then when they don't, I just like crush myself from the inside. I'm just like, why?
I know,
Why
like
do I do
under normal circumstances, like if I decide, I'm gonna draw Tumble Paw right now, I'd probably get that done in like an hour or so, realistically. Like,
Yeah.
but when I'm trying to do like other characters, especially other people's characters, it is like, oh my god, I swear I just got stabbed by Thor's hammer. Don't ask me how Thor's hammer stabbed me. The point is, I got stabbed. Yes, it did.
Oh, I just thought of Oni's little cartoon thing with like Oni and Thor. I'm sorry.
It's Coach. I thought you said you weren't gonna be here.
No, I think it's just
Coach.
really gay. That's whatever you're saying. I don't care what it is, but whatever it is, it's really gay.
Yeah,
all right,
you right.
It's
and
really
I'm
gay.
telling you, I want that pizza down to Albuquerque in 5 hours. All right, that's what I need.
All right, I'll send
Boneless
you.
too, all right?
I'll send
I
you
need
that
it.
boneless
Emma,
pizza.
I'm so
All
sorry.
right, remember,
that my,
extra
like,
roasty. Thank you.
Your things taking so long. I'm talking over these two now, Coach. Be quiet.
Coach left.
Mama Fox is here.
Yo, Coach like came in, is like, yo, send me that boneless pizza. I'm out.
I want a boneless pizza, bro. I went to Mackey's drive-thru with my friend a couple of days ago because we met up for like 2 hours, and I was so tempted to just say, "Can you get me a boneless pizza?" And actually say it to the drive-thru lady. But I was just like, I just want a chicken select, to be quite honest. I don't want to cause drama. But their fizzy drinks machine was broke.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought I was gonna like die. But
man, you gotta understand. You gotta understand. I am like a savage when it comes to like getting any type of food. I've had like moments where I've spoken, like I've been on the what's it called? I'll order delivery, and I'll be like, yo, I want X, Y, and Z. And like the dumbest moment was I actually called them, I don't know, like 3 hours prior, and these guys, like, they weren't busy at the time, and they didn't notify me that they were, like, they got busy. So I'm sitting here, it's been 3 hours, we're hungry, we want our pizza, and I'm like, where the mother flip is my pizza? And
try
like,
not to swear.
I really am, because, like, I've come to the realization I curse way too much. I'm like,
fuck.
Stop. But, like, I swear way too much, but I'm like really pissed off, and I call these people. I'm like, "Yo, where's my pizza?" Because I paid for it. Like I paid credit card. So like you took the money out of my account for this pizza, but you haven't brought it over. So like I don't have my car. I can't I don't have a car. I can't do really anything about it. But you know, I'm thinking like it's not that far. I can walk up there and start causing havoc. Like the inner black person in me came out and was like, because you know I am an African American and I was about ready to go and beat somebody behind. So I'm like sitting here and I'm like, yo, where is my pizza? And I called these people like 3 separate times, and they're just like, oh, it's coming. You didn't tell me that there was a holdup now. You didn't tell me nothing. All of a sudden, you know, I'm just trying to figure out where's my pizza, and you're not giving me a straight answer. Like, if you told me that things are running slow, I got that. Tell me. That's the reason why you have my number. That's the reason why, you know, like when you order online, they specifically tell you, you know, oh, hey, you gotta give us your number because we need to call you if anything goes wrong. But here you are not calling me when I want my pizza. So I'm a little heated at this point. So I call these people up and I'm like, okay, where's my pizza? And they're like, oh, it should be on its way, but we've had a lot of deliveries. Why didn't you say that in the first place? And like she's sitting here making all these excuses and blah blah blah. I'm like, look bitch, I just want my pizza. I don't care about your excuses. I don't care about all that. Understand, I don't care that you hate your job. Quit. Look, understand, I want my pizza. And you are going to give me my pizza, or I'm going to come up there and start causing problems. And it's like, she hangs up on me. And I was about ready. At that point, I was about ready to, like, flip out. But the delivery guy got there, and he's like, yeah, I honestly don't know what's up. Like, really? They got a lot of orders. And it's like, understand, I get that. But your customer service needs to stop. You got to, like, hit me up. You can't, plus you got like the funny places where you go to like takeout or whatever, not takeout, what's it called, I'm trying to think off the top of my head what's it called. Just like fast food in general, I guess. But I went to this KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. I love me some Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yes, bitch. Yes,
Tell me why we go there and they're like, oh, we're like at the drive-thru and we're like, okay, can we get this? Oh, sorry, we're out of fried chicken. Okay, can we get baked chicken? Oh, sorry, we're out of chicken in general. How the hell are you gonna call yourself Kentucky Fried Chicken and not have no chicken? Why are you still open? Why are
Kentucky Fried attitude right here, bitch. Fight me.
Oh my god.
Also, did I scare Coach away? Please come back.
No,
I didn't.
No. Coach is busy, but like, like Coach wasn't supposed to come in the stream in the first place, but
The
he
fuck
like
he do that?
he does that. I'm telling you, he does that. Like, I remember we were in the middle of a production clan meeting, like a straight meeting for production clan, and we're sitting there, we're like talking, we're all business and oriented and everything, and he just comes in and I don't even remember what he said. He just said something really stupid and just left, and we're like like we're just sitting there just like, what the hell? And like there was another time where me and Miss were chilling in a production clan chat and we're just talking and Coach is like, oh whoops, I fell through the wrong portal, bye, and just leaves. It's like, you can't just do that.
Me.
It was hilarious because we hadn't talked to Coach for like so long prior to that, and like you just pop in and just I was like, yo Coach, we are about to fight. Like, we're about to go World War Z. But that's just a Coach thing. Bring Coach back 2012. What? That's like that's a few years off. What's good with you?
Big meme. James is a big meme.
I can tell. Like, you need to get your life together, boy.
I mean, I've literally not seen him in like 2 weeks. It's making me really sad. And then I'm gonna see him on Monday and only until Wednesday because I've got to go back Wednesday night for my results for college. And I'm like, boy, I'm putting in the rank clan chats that there's a stream going on.
Hey, what's poppin' though? About to get some rant clan in here.
I've not done any rants in so long, and it makes me feel
you know,
so
it's
bad.
funny. It's funny because I legitimately did, like, in the first time in forever. The first time in forever. I did a rant.
Boy!
I did a rant for Ashford. And it's like, the part of the reason why I don't rant, like, in Rant Clan all the time, I say this time and time again, I just don't like, I don't like the prompts because I do that, like, understand, I graduated from high school. I have to do this. I have to do like 10-page papers in college where I'm given a prompt and I have to respond to it. Understand, when I'm ranting, you give me a topic and I rant on it. That's what ranting is. That is like some sort of like, that's like an essay. Like, we're not essay clan, we're rant clan. So when I have like all these points that I have to hit with a rant, like, I don't care if it's optional or not, the point still stands. It becomes less appealing for me as a subject. So I'm like, stop, let me do what I'm gonna do.
I get that. I know, sorry, you carry on. I'm being a bit of a big meme.
Nah, it's okay. I love your meminess. Your meminess gives me life. But
talking of memes, iDubbbz just came up on my fucking feed. Boy,
oh my god.
Sorry.
That's not okay. But like, I don't even know, like, back when we used to have like the random thing, like forbidden relationships, where legitimately you could just choose a forbidden relationship to like rant on. That was fun. Those were the moments where, like, the moment a new rant came out, I'd like drop everything to rant on it. Because I'm like,
I know what you mean.
I can think of something. But then it's like, okay, now you gotta rant on Firestar and explain. It's like, you gotta explain your reasoning for why you don't like this. Explain, what do you think would happen if Firestar didn't exist? Why are we doing all this? This is becoming an essay prompt. Like, it's like 5 pages later, I'm like sitting there cringing, just lying underneath. Like, I'm not even on the mattress. I'm beneath the mattress, just like trying to figure out what the hell is going on with my life. Like, I just...
Let me smash.
Please.
Look at the chat.
Yo, what?
No wrong.
Dory.
Go find Becky.
Yo, Dory.
I think the fucking rant clan thing where it became like an essay started after prompt clan started putting stuff in. It's not their fault. They were just trying to help, and then like Flame asked me to do some prompts like lined up, and I did, and I felt like I had to structure them exactly like that, so I was just like, I'm doing none of these.
I know, like, I 100% understood that. Like, I thought it was really awesome that we were using prompt clan, but that was only for like the first prompt clan one. Like, once it started getting like out of control and it's like, oh, now we have like 50 different prompt clan things, I'm like, this
like,
is getting
I'm
a
here
bit
to help.
like, I'm like, yo, let me can we talk about this?
Yes, like, Finch, the entire leadership there is like help. I mean, I'm not blaming Nova for anything. Nova's actually like improving as a leader, in my opinion. Like growing, like in the leadership chats. But we lost Kit Kat recently as well, so
Yeah,
the
like
depression hit.
I don't even know. Like, I feel like when I really started falling out of Rant Clan was like, it's like back in the day, it used to feel like a family atmosphere where like you could talk about anything, we'd chat, we'd rant together, we'd laugh. Like, it was really fun. And nowadays, like, I look in the chats and it just feels so unfriendly. Like, it's like I'm there and I see you guys talking, I see you guys having a conversation, but it feels so business, so structured. It just doesn't feel like Rant Clan of the past, because in the past we could have a conversation, newbies come in, we like, oh, come in here, come on, we having a conversation, come on, sit your behind down, we are about to talk about some like, it didn't even make sense. Our conversations 9 times out of 10 did not even make sense, but we were having fun with it because that's just what we did. Like, that's how production clan works. You can just be random, never have been there before in your life, and you just drop in and it's just like, yo, what's up? Like, I just drop into a chat, they're like, yo, Phantom, what's up? I'm like, what's poppin', though? It's like, like, I need you to understand, like, that's how hype it is. Yeah,
yes,
Art Clan got a bit out of hand. There's like way too many people, and you know, like, when it comes to artists, like, I'm sorry, like, I love art, but I swear a lot of the artists in the community, especially in the Warriors community, are so stuck up and arrogant. It is so I'm like, I can't have a conversation with you because you sitting there. Like, there was this one person, not naming names, but they went over to one of my friends and they were like giving a critique on their artwork without their, like, they didn't ask for a critique. They were just like showing off their art. They were really proud of it. And this Art Clan person is like, oh, hey, you know, I'm going to give you unnecessary advice. And I'm like, sit your behind down. Sit your behind down.
Is that your apprentice?
Somewhere.
No, shut the fuck up. Boy.
Exactly. Like, the only person I accept critiques from randomly is RNJ, and like, even then sometimes I'm like, why can't you just let me be happy?
I mean, I'm gonna critique your artwork right now that's on the screen. You didn't finish that ear. I'm very disappointed in you.
You know what? Shut up.
No, but like, I joined ArtClan like after, I think it was like the 2nd or 3rd wave or something.
I legitimately, I remember when you joined ArtClan because that was like the first, because when you joined, that was the first time I tried out.
Yeah, that was like my first tryout, and I had only been on Amino for like a few weeks, so I was really new, but like, I was already so hyped with the amount of attention I was getting from my art compared to Instagram. I was like, let's do this, boy. So I was getting really hyped, applied for ArtClan, like, not applied, auditioned, got in, and I was like, yes, and it was already me, and then stuff started going down in the chats recently. Like, I'm not saying who did it, but it was really like controversial, and I was like,
fuck that shit, I'm out. Bye.
Boy. Like, oh my god, Phantom, critique some of my artwork right now. Like, right now.
You just want me to critique something?
You can either be serious or you can just be really memey and jokey about it. Just do it.
Hold up, I'm going to your DeviantArt page right now.
Oh fuck. I've taken a lot of my deviations down from there. Like, crap. No.
It's fine. I can find something.
Let me upload something new as well because I need to.
Yo, like, the funny thing is, like, when people are always asking me, it's like, Phantom, you haven't uploaded art in a while. It's probably because I didn't have something that was actually, cat related, because I've been trying to, since I'm going to be an art student this fall, I want to move away from just cats, and it's like, I can't upload that on the Amino because I'm going to get murdered. It's like, all of a sudden, I'm just gonna, like, all of a sudden I'm doing look down, I have, like, an arrow in my chest, I'm like, damn, what the hell just happened? Like, alright.
I'm uploading my most recent piece of artwork to wait for all the not attention. Yeah.
Dope. Is that a really salty individual in my chat?
Wow, I am not appreciative.
That is a really salty person in my chat. Like, what?
Do you want to take your salty vibes away from me?
Yo, Claus, on that commission, her fins were too small. Just a critique, lol.
James, I'm gonna punch you in the face so hard you land all the way in China.
Oh my god,
You
wait.
set off North Korea's nukes.
Yo, wait.
Too woke.
Yo, wait. No, wait.
Yeet!
Wait, understand. All those nukes they're gonna be saved for Trump. Let's be real. Oh wait, that means it's for me. Oops.
Huh?
Yo, I'm telling you, I'm just waiting for the day where it's like, oh yeah, America has a shit ton of nukes coming their way. Why? What did we do? Oh, Trump did something really stupid. Oh, got it. Sorry for that political controversy right there.
Let's not talk about nuclear war, please. Get
Yo.
away from me, salty person, not with your bad vibes.
Yo, but let me tell you, just the other day, I was, like, watching, like, I don't know if you know game theory.
Yes,
but, like, there's this one subsection called the science, and I swear to God, I've become obsessed with it. Like, I love the science now. And it's, like, it talks about the scientific facts of video games, and it was actually talking about Fallout 4. I think it was Fallout 4. I don't know. But one of the episodes was talking about how at one point during the Cold War, there was enough, we had enough nuclear weapons to wipe out most of the population in America and China.
Yeah, I learned about that in history when I was in secondary school, so a couple of years ago. I was like sat with my friend and we were like crying because we're scared.
I'm like, yo, that's messed up. Like nowadays, I don't think that like anyone really, well, I don't know about North Korea, but I know a good amount of places don't have that enough nukes for that.
Yeah,
but,
most
like,
of them were kind of like
hey,
disabled.
wild, what's poppin' though? But like, we have like so much. We have so like it's really scary. But that's just a theory. A game theory. Oh, I love game theory. I love game
Phantom,
theory.
where's my critique? Where's my critique?
I was
Phantom?
waiting for you. Hey, I was waiting for you to upload that new thing so I can like critique it.
Literally just critique anything.
I see it. Okay, first of all, let's talk about this text. What the hell are you doing? Why is it so trippy? Like, honestly, I'm gonna do part two critique right here. The colors are too radical. I'm not okay with that. You need to get rid of those radical colors. There are stars on top of her fur. What is wrong with you? I cannot believe that you did that.
It's to represent that even though she's going to the Dark Forest, she wants to be in Darkland. Right.
I love you, Mist. Yes, Mist is here.
Hello, Mist. Hold the fuck up. Hold on.
Yo, so what's poppin', Mist? I haven't talked to you in a while.
Nothing much. Gonna drop Production Clan and leave Amino.
You're leaving Amino?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in all honesty, I don't blame you.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, my brother popped into the room uninvited. Also,
I'm just like not interested anymore. Like I like the Warrior series, but I just drew distance from Amino.
I mean, I feel that. Like my interest, like I feel like recently, like I was really into the Mino because like I'm in a lot of clans and there were a lot of people to talk to, but like I don't talk in Rant Clan. I've been having my moments, so I don't talk in Production Clan really as much anymore. I just don't feel the same connection with the Amino as I used to. Like before, I had like so many, like I had people, my followers would talk to me. Now they're all like, I don't know. Are they intimidated of me or something? Like in the past, we used to have like casual conversations in the chats, and now it's like, oh, that's nice art. Doesn't talk to me anymore. I'm like, talk to me. I want to talk to people. What is wrong with you?
Heck, I don't even get comments on my posts anymore, even when I do posts.
Man, I mean,
Amino's just kind of grown too much.
It has. Yeah. It's really become like a DeviantArt. I swear to God.
A drama-filled place.
Yeah, like I remember when it first started out, you'd get like 50 comments on like a crappy piece of art. where like people would just talk to you, and it was like super, like that's part of the reason why I got so invested, because like when I first joined, like I come straight out of DeviantArt and the Warrior Cats forum, so I was kind of like used to not like, no one really cared, no one offered advice or help to me. It was always kind of like, you know, I was all alone, minus me and my bae Ivysaurus, you know. But I came on the Amino, and all of a sudden people were friendly and talking, and they were all happy, and I was like, dang, y'all are pretty dope. And then we started having the drama, and I swear to God, with each bout of drama, it just became worse and worse. Whether it was the Alley Kit Kat crazy, then you have the Night Fur and 4, and then it just like every single time the community became more and more invested in the drama, and more like there was more of a fallout with the people, and it became like you'd see the ugly sides of people you thought who were absolutely dope. And you just be like, I just can't see the community the same way as I used to. Like in the past, everyone was an innocent being. I'm like, yeah, I have my suspicions, but I still love everyone on the Amino. But it's like now I'm like, I don't know. Like I enjoy the community. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy being there, and I definitely enjoy being in Oh no, I'm not signing up for TWOA because I don't want to change, like, because they changed the methods of signing up. Like, you can't have a character that was born outside the clans, and my main character, Golden Crest, is born outside the clans. Like, that's a large reason for why he acts the way he does. But like, I don't want to like fight about that. Like, I don't want to like change everything, because that would take a lot of time and it's a lot of effort, and I'm not even feeling it, realistically. Like, I don't feel it. It's like, I put in that effort, like, Partridge Paw, the guy that I'm drawing right now, but I kind of made him older. Like, I legitimately made him for a new roleplay. I don't like, unless I'm doing, like, something completely new or I'm super dedicated with this group, I'm not going to sit there and just spend so much time working on a character just to have to redo them in the first place. It is like, it's painful, it's aggravating. It's like, yes, I love making new characters, and I love being in new role plays and meeting new friends and having an entirely new experience, but it's really aggravating when it's like, you know, like the whole TWOA situation was like really, really stupid. It's like, you started it up, the leadership of TWOA didn't want to pull their weight, so only Rain was able to do it. Rain was going through her own crazy, so it's like you're expecting her to hold up the entire group by herself. She tries to change out the leadership team, and everyone wants to throw a fit, so she had to leave it with them. And now it's being recreated in the way that they want it to be. And it's like, that's stupid. You know, it shouldn't have gotten to that point in the first place. The clans of the Warriors of Amino.
Yeah, is that it?
Yeah.
I never even got involved with that. I avoided it altogether. I just knew it caused trouble.
I mean, I wanted to join because like a lot of people in Production Clan were going to join, and at the time I wasn't really, like, at that time I had dropped from a lot of role plays because a lot of my role plays were like on the Warriors forums, and they had kind of died off, and I was like, you know, I want to be in a new clan, so I joined. And it's like, it was fun starting out, like we had a bunch of good times starting out, but like in time it just became really crappy because no one would come on because Rain's not on. Like, it's this whole leadership mentality that I hate about the Warriors community, where it's like, oh, if the leader's not doing anything, I'm not gonna do anything. So it's like, I hate that. Like, that's one thing. Like, I used to lead a lot of clans in the Warriors forums. Like, back in the day, Phantom was like one of those old OG clan makers. Like, I was like making good clans, great ideas. I was super hype. But like, But, like, one of the things was, you know, I'd start up a clan, but every single time, people just wanted to wait it for me to come on to roleplay. They wouldn't roleplay with one another. They had to roleplay with me. Like, exactly. If nobody offered to roleplay with them, they wouldn't roleplay. And it's like...
That's why I'm... Sorry.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
I'm just, like, hella picky with, like, the roleplays I go into, like, Undead Clan, which is, like, my favorite RP at the moment. Like, I've been, like, pumped up to, like, the second deputy, and everyone in the clan just roleplays with each other. Like, they don't give a shit about your rank. It's just like, hey, you're here, talk to my asshole, and it's like, okay.
That sounds really weird.
I know, that's why I said it, Phantom. But like all the cats are assholes, like completely. They're all horrible pieces of poo. But I
That's
love
not
baby
good.
Hollow Screech. I love Hollow Screech. She's my child.
Yeah, like that's what I enjoy like with role plays. Like I want to have fun, I want to meet new people, I want to experience characters. Like that's my biggest goal. Like I don't care about, ranking. I don't care. I just want to have fun, and I can't role play properly with people who just don't care about that. Like if you can't take the time to be like, "Yo, I want to have fun too." I don't want anything to do with you. I don't want anything to do with you or your role play. That's part of the reason why like I am like really, hey Moonpaw, what's poppin'?
Moon! Hello, Moonpaw!
I don't think I've ever actually spoken to them, to be completely honest. They're probably like, who
They're
the hell is
amazing,
this?
and I love them. No homo though.
Like,
I don't know if
are they
James
from
is
are they from Rant Clan?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't know. Have I ever spoken? I don't speak to a lot of people now because no one wants to talk to me. Like seriously.
Ever since I became like co-leader of Rank Clan, people have shied away from me so much. It's just like, I'm still a meme. Please interact with me. I need the attention or I'll die. And it's just like, yeah, but you have more than 3,000 followers, so I can't interact with you. I'm like,
like the hardest thing for me is like I had like obviously when I first joined the Amino, I think everyone had this moment where like they had a group of friends that were like they're tight, like the squad they were tightest with. And when I got into Character Clan, that was where my squad was. Like legitimately everyone in Character Clan I would talk to all the time. Character Clan and Rant Clan, those were my two squads. But then like they either like Rant Clan became Rant Clan, and then Character Clan got forced to shut down, which I could go on an entire tirade about that one. Oh god.
Me and Phantom were kind of pissed.
Yeah, it was a really stupid reason, but like once that went down, like none of the Character Clan people were really interested in continuing like with friendship or whatever, and they kind of went off on their own places. So like we're sitting
and then basically the chat became an advertising chat.
It really did. And, like, I just lost a lot of my friends because DV left, which was like, my heart was torn in pieces. I was like, DV, what am I gonna do? And now Mist is trying to leave me. Like,
Okay, I already have my first squad of friends that I've met on there trying to stop me from leaving, but at least, okay, so I told them, but at least they understand and they aren't trying to stop me anymore.
Yeah, obviously
but
I'm not gonna stop
I did tell them I would pop in to talk to them at least because they were my first group of friends there.
I mean, realistically, you can't escape me. If I want to follow, if I want attention from you, I'm going to. You know it. You know that's what I do. If I want attention, like you guys got to understand. This is the one danger of being friends with me. If I really, really want to,
we have a love-hate relationship.
Like if I want to talk to this specific person, I will spam the living heck out of them until they answer me. It is like, but yeah, I just really I just can't seem to find the same group of friends, like a awesome group of friends who want to talk to me, because like I'll join a new group and I like talk to some people and it's like everyone there is usually like super, or they're super focused or they already have their own group of friends, where it's like, oh, I'm already friends with all these people but you're not friends with us, so we're not going to talk to you. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I suck. Like what? Like
I too suck.
Even for the new group I joined with the guy I'm drawing right now, like I love the group. Like it's so far it seems like really cool. Like it's like this alternate universe where the events of the books never happened. So there's like no Sky Clan. There's like, it's legitimately just the 4 clans in the forest territories, I think. The only weird thing about that is like they changed up the borders, so we're bordering with Wind Clan, and it's like really awkward. It's like that's not canon, but
okay.
But right now it's really cool because the leader's becoming like super paranoid because the deputy turned against him, and he's teamed up like they're dealing with 2-leg traps they're capturing cat warriors and taking them to the cutter, like in real life, where they're like neutering the cats to release them back out in the wild, and they're like destroying the essence of the clans. Cats are going missing, things is going crazy. So Wind Clan and Thunder Clan have combined into Lion Clan, and it kind of pisses me off that they use the original name, like, Stop. But it's, like, so cool. Like, right now we're in the middle, like, the merge just happened the other day, and, like, we're in the middle. Wind Clan has already been in Thunder Clan territory because they had a fire, and they had to, like, take shelter with us for a while. But, like, right now we're in the process of, like, getting to know each other and, blending in. So it's, like, it was a good time for me to join, because now I can make friends with, like, Wind Clan and, you know, get into that. But it's, like, even there, you know, there's, like, this set community vibe that, like, I'm close to RNJ because RNJ is was my art clan mentor, so, like, obviously we're like always down for, like, hanging out. But, like, some of these people, like, I just don't, like, I don't know, I just don't feel like the Phantom that you guys know and see in streams and just hang out in general isn't the Phantom that people know right off the bat, because, like, I don't feel comfortable with everybody. Like, initially I'm like, I'm not too sure if I know you. I'm not too sure if I'm, like, ready to, like, take that plunge and be like, yes, I'm insane. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not sure.
Like, I'm literally on Amina. I'm always just, like, all nice to everyone and whatever. And then
it's like you come to know the actual Fox, and everyone's like, oh my god, I'm gonna run.
Yeah, everyone just, like, wants to kill me in real life. And it's just like, why am I not dead yet? And then, like, I go into, like, the undead chat, and it's just really fun and memey, and, like, everyone can, like, rant to each other and, like, be happy and tackle people together.
Yeah. Realistically, going back to the topic of clans, that's one of the reasons why I love the concept of, like, having Discord chats for clans, because when you have a Discord chat and you have, like, for instance, Production Clan, all of our meetings are voice chats. Every single one. We don't have meetings that are done, like, we have group meetings, which is pretty much the entire team, the entirety of Production Clan attend these meetings, where we discuss plans, where we discuss ideas, everyone comes together, working together to come up with these new plans and concepts for the group. And, you know, we all put together our thoughts, our ideas, and we have to use our voice. Like, you can use the text chat, but you're recommended to speak. So, you know, we get more comfortable with each other. Like, when I type, I'm, like, really tempted by, like, being, like, articulate and correct and not memey. But when I'm, like, talking, I become, like, the living definition of some sort of horrifying, nightmarish meme that has come from hell. And it's one of those moments where it's like, well, more people would know that if they, like, voice chat. Like, I prefer voice chatting. When I rant, I want to voice chat. When I'm talking with people, I want to voice chat. I don't want to just sit here and talk randomly, like, just pretend like I'm actually talking to you. In reality, I'm not. Like, I want to open my mouth and, like, spew pointless memes and curses.
And just scream at them. That's what I do.
Yes, that is the definition of what I love to do. So, like...
Yeah, like...
Fox, I need you to understand, it is very important that you cut me off at any point in time that you want to speak, because I will not stop.
I'm gonna fight you all the time.
That is true.
Like,
Phantom won't stop.
That's like the rule. If you want to talk, just talk. Because eventually...
But I don't want to be rude.
That's not rude. That's, like, a fundamental of stopping Phantom. Because, like, I can talk. I've spoken, because no one stopped me, I spoke for 3 hours straight.
And that was also my fault.
Yes, stop Phantom. It
was also my fault that time.
Miss's fault, because Miss knows damn well.
I literally set her off on a rant and didn't stop her.
Why would you do that to yourself and everyone there?
I don't care.
It's funny because Production Clan says that my rant soothed them. I'm like, what the hell? How does my indefinite rage soothe you?
I love rage. Also, I'm being complimented in the live chat, and it makes me highly uncomfortable. Stop being nice to me.
Oh, it's so cute. Yes,
James knows me better than anyone, and he knows that I'm not precious and special.
That's not
aggressive.
True. That's not true. Fox, you are the sweetest bean in the history of sweet beans.
I'm gonna punch someone in the face.
Yo.
Oh. Yes, this is Foxclaw. Mama Fox is dead.
What? Oh,
I don't
so
know, I'm
cute.
British, just blame it on that. Whenever I do something
God.
dumb, I just say blame it on the fact that I'm from England, and everyone's just like, I hate English people, and I'm like, same. Everything just smells of weed.
What the? No, that's my campus. That's my college campus. It's just
You
weed.
could literally walk down the street in town, like on the way to college, and you could just sniff and just be like, I smell weed. And then
I
like
know.
you just see someone across the road like wink at you, and you're like, oh, okay.
No, like
Yeah.
my college campus is a dry campus, so we're not allowed to drink. We can't have drugs. Nothing is allowed
Oh,
on that
no.
campus. Why do we have a day called Thirsty Thursday? Every Thursday.
Thirsty
Every Thursday, these dumb mothers of they just go and they get like drunk off their behinds.
Me.
Like
Uh,
Fox, no. But like
Ask
they just
James.
oh my god.
but like they like it is like do you realize that you can go to jail for this? Like the majority of them are underage to begin with. Like I don't
Maybe
understand.
they want to go to jail.
I guess
mean,
so. That must
me
be like their
too.
dream. Fox. I can't.
I've never been to Amsterdam, but I want to go to Amsterdam. I've heard the Imagine Dragons song Amsterdam. It's not as good as Radioactive, but it's still a good song.
You know what? I'm gonna block you.
Okay, do it. Fine.
No.
Thirsty Thursday. I mean, I can
Oh,
relate to
really?
Thirsty Thursday. Also, my dog recently got spayed, like, so now she can't have pups and whatever. And she's got this weird little coat thing on,
Mm-hmm.
and she waddles when she walks,
Oh
and
my
I don't
God.
know how to explain it, but it makes me so happy. And she had to go back for a check today, and she peed on the vet's floor.
I think that's revenge. I'm pretty sure that's revenge.
I mean, if Fox was a dog,
If Fox was a dog, that's what would happen.
human touches her, Fox just pees. Little Peter Griffin laugh, and then she pees.
Yes. But
Oh, my
like,
OC is so bad.
I've always wondered, like, animals must hate us. Like, to some percentile, these animals fucking hate us.
All my animals hate me. I mean, my cat likes me, but that's because I raised him. But then he still hates me, kinda, I think.
But I feel like sometimes, like, my baby, I call him Cat Son. I love him so much. But I swear to God, he hates me. He hates me so much. He hates me. Because, first of all, he's, like, the biggest punk I've ever met. Because, first of all, he talks big game. Like, if there is a cat outside the house, he will, like, charge at the window or the door, and he's like, yo, I'm going to take your life. We open that door, and all of a sudden, he punks out. He's like, nah. But furthermore, like, he hates being held. Like, he doesn't like being held, but he does nothing about it. He just cries.
Me too.
Ah, cute animals. Oh, I'm gonna die.
I blocked out my
that
face on
dog.
my dog's picture
That
because
dog. That dog is so precious. Oh my God, I want one.
that was just before she got spayed, and now she's got a weird coat thing on, and she hates
Yes,
everyone.
yes, Dorian, I 100% agree with you. Thirsty Thursday is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. It's like, why are you getting drunk on Thursday? Why not
Okay,
Friday? You have classes tomorrow.
Well, Thirsty Thursday rhymes. Also, I've got to tell you about James's cat Frisk. She came from my
She
cat.
came
who's
from the
not
underground.
there. Oh God, she might as well have come from hell because she literally tears around the room. She kills animals
Oh.
like every single day
God.
and eats half of them.
Oh my
She's
God.
she's so pretty, but she's Satan.
Oh my
Like
God.
it literally, she's like a really pretty tortoiseshell, and like we were gonna like keep her and then give James another cat. But we
Mhm.
kept rolling up because he was ill, and then gave him Frisk. And now she likes to kill and bite, and
Murder.
she hates humans. Basically,
My
yeah, she's a murderer. She's Satan. Just hello, Satan.
Hail Satan goes over to James' house.
I'm really sorry about all the weird, like, random screams and noises. I don't know how to end sentences, and I just do that. It's like become part of my vocabulary.
It's fine. It's fine. I think I've grown used to it over time. Like I'm
Good.
kind of immune to it. I don't even notice it anymore.
I've become immune to you.
What?
JK, I haven't. I will.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
You know, I think the scariest concept is someone getting used to Phantom. That's like the scariest thing. Because like once I start out on a tirade and I like lose my mind, people like get so intimidated. They either get intimidated or they're like, oh shoot, I wasn't expecting that.
I'm gonna just start like acting like one of those artists that thinks they're better than everyone, like Finchwing.
No.
Okay, I'm not a dick.
Finchwing is a sweet bean. Don't say that.
Her Instagram's actually really good. Like, just so memey. I mean, like, okay, let's think of another artist who thinks they're better than everyone.
Yo. Actually, you know, I was on Finchwing. Hold up. Go to the Production Clan Discord, the Minecraft chat thing. Look up. Okay, I'll do that in a minute. But like, I want you to know, I was like, I follow Finchwing to Neofly. I follow a bunch of artists on Twitter, and like,
Yeah.
When Finchwing posted, like, I don't know if you know, Finchwing recently has a PMV map that they finished.
Yeah.
And they posted like the still on Twitter of Tiger Claw killing Redtail, and it's like Strawtail was like, that's some wicked hickey. Finch is like, that's gonna be crazy visible later. Straw's like,
oh my god.
a alternate universe where Redtail doesn't die, but he's just gay. Stop it, Tiger Claw Kun. Blue Star Senpai will know.
Oh my god.
It's like, Tennille Flowers is like, Redtail's diary. Ever since I became deputy, Tiger Claw Kun has finally started to notice me. Then Straws is like, only Redtail's a weeb, and everyone is just like, what the fuck? And that's why the Aarons had to kill him and never speak of him again.
Oh my god.
I was like, I can't. What the hell? Where did that come from?
Oh, I can.
Oh god. That is...
I don't know.
I'm
Okay,
down
I
for
can't
that.
think- Who are any of the artists? Because like, there's some artists who, like, if anyone tries to interact with them, they're just like, they turn into a vampire and like go back into their little hidey hole. And then there's people like that who are just kind of like, I'm gonna meme every piece of art I've ever made and shove it down your throat. That's
Pretty
literally what I
much.
like, and I love it. I mean, me, like, I need to draw more meme art because like people think I'm always serious. I'm not.
The weird thing is, like, I struggle with memes because like I was introduced to the way of the meme very late in life.
Wow.
Like
Newbie.
shut up. But like like everyone else was like super high key memers, like because I don't think I actually got into memes until I joined understand. I was like, when I joined the Amino, I was just accepting that that puns were a thing. Like, I'm just like, puns used to piss me off so much because like I have one of my friends that I've known for a while, Arkai. She's like, you're a living meme. Arkai is like the living rage meme. Like, she's like the epiphany of rage. Like, the other day, I wanna read this conversation I had, and I'm almost 100% sure you'll know who's who. Hold up, let me find our group chat. There it is. But I posted, I don't know where I found this. I found it somewhere on Twitter, and it was like a picture of the big green giant. Like, well, the jolly green giant, where it's like, he's on the, what is it, like, asparagus and green beans, that guy. And it's like, does anyone ever think about how the jolly green giant is an enormous man who in an off-the-shoulder mini dress who strolls around the countryside? And it's like this picture of him saying, "Good morning, Mr. Veggie Farmer," and like the farmer's looking up his dress and like, oh my god.
Oh my god, me.
And it's like, she starts off the conversation and she's like, "Why would you do this to me?" I'm like, "Because you still love me regardless. You drive me to drink, and by drink I mean step away from the computer and watch Daredevil." Oh my fucking god. You mean think about me? Do I haunt your dreams, Arkai? You'd like to think so, wouldn't you? Do you love me that much? I think so. Let it be known that I will trade money for the chance to sell you out. Haha, you're such a joker. Your life is in forfeit. Your life is forfeit in my eyes, Truthomonious, because I'm known as Truth over there. You are worth nothing to me. Man, nah, you adore me. You're just too much of a tsundere to admit it. You fucking weeaboo. What's the term for someone who just hates the opposite of you? And she like makes this throw up emoji. And it's like, don't be like that. I'm gonna keep like, legitimately, I just like have these moments where I piss people off.
Oh my god. I love having meme friends. Like, it's just the best thing. Like, my best friend, I've never met her, but I've been friends with her for almost 5 years now. Her name's Nilla, but she literally went to band camp and she just sent me a picture of her outfit for Superhero Day, and it was like a parody of Mermaid Man, but
Oh my
Wormaid
God.
Man, with a bandana with the worm emoji on it.
I
And
can't.
she was just going into detail about how she was going to do the costume, and then she gave her band teacher some balloons for no reason. Um, she just memes every day, and then we used to just talk in a language that no one knew, and it was just typos.
Oh my God.
And then she wore a shirt to annoy her section leader that said, "My section leader chose a non-scrumptiolescent idea, and I'm wearing this as protest," and she got yelled at.
Oh my God. That sounds like
Like,
something you get yelled at for.
but she's the best. Like, she's like the reason she's my best friend is because like if I'm sad, I can still like talk to her and not be sad, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah. I got you.
Like I could just go, "Hi Nilla," and then she just screams at me and I feel bad.
Yeah, I have the I have that's me and Ivy. I have my moments where I'm like super down and I can't even I get so down that I can't even like go to production clan and talk. I just it's something that started recently. I honestly don't know what set it off, but it's like really annoying and it's like I don't want to be sad. I don't want to
It's
feel
me.
like a piece of trash, but like
It's
I
'cause
do. You right? And it's like I'm
you-
I'm like I feel so bad. Like I'm mad with my art. I'm mad with my very existence. I'm just like mad with everything that is me. And like she's like, "Yo, I want to talk." And like immediately my entire life is a 360. I'm like, "Yo, bae. Get yo, bae, get on my horse." And she like throws like I feel like she thinks about hurling something at my face, like murdering me sometimes.
Oh my god.
Like I become like when I'm around her, I just become the biggest meme.
God, I wish. I
She's
had
like my
friends that,
best
like,
friend. I love her so much. Like I am just like I think sometimes she hates me for becoming just a huge meme when I'm around her, but I'm like, yo, I need someone to meme with. Like
everyone hates you, Phantom.
they
Except me.
do. They do. They
No,
hate me.
I love you. You're a good friend.
I'm glad. I'm glad someone loves me. Mist abandons me 99%
Yes,
of the
I
time.
do. I love
just
you.
got pranked, Phantom.
Oh my god.
You got pranked.
Oh, ow, my heart hurts.
Sorry.
I'm gonna leave now. I'm gonna leave
No one
my
cares if
yo.
Fox hates
I'm
them.
gonna leave my own stream. No, I'm kidding. I love you, Mist. I know you love me. I mean, you have to. You have to. I pay you to love me.
Without you is for your over.
Wait, I get paid? What?
Yo, did I
What
tell
was
you?
that?
Fox. Mist has become my secretary.
Wow.
No, I am not. Phantom, I am not your secretary.
Mist, resign. Resign right now.
No, you're not
I,
allowed
I
to.
resigned from secretary.
Bull, you're not allowed
Become
to.
my secretary. You're my secretary now.
What?
Oh, okay, that question mark.
Phantom because Phantom starts screaming illegibly. Just like
Oh,
explodes. Just the entire
Also-
Mino just explodes under the pressure. It's like yo, I have to say, if there's one good thing about college, I like met like my soulmate, I swear to God. Like she is like oh my she can meme she memes like as hard as I do. If not harder.
Same with my college. Like, I know college over here is like, you go when you're like 16 or whatever, but like, one of my best friends, like Abby, she is a huge meme. Like, we were in her car and all we were doing for about 5 minutes was screaming.
Oh my God.
No words, just screaming. And, she doesn't know that I'm on Amino and I go by the name Fox, but I was just thinking, God, if my online friends knew this was happening, I'm pretty sure they would disown me.
But like with my friend, it was funny because honestly, the weirdest thing was I don't think we would have ever talked had I not taken initiative because like we were both like we had like when we were freshmen, we both had to go and we had this thing where you have this meeting at a certain place. I didn't know where it was, or I sort of knew. No, I don't know, Mist. But like I sort of knew where it was, but I didn't entirely. And I was like, yo, are you going this place? Let's go together. And like we just started talking and like we realized we both had an obsession with FNAF and like Pokemon and like everything. and we're like, yo, this is a thing. Our friendship is real. She's become my son. She hates it so much, but I call her I call her my son, and she's like, I'm not a guy, and I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. And it's like we have this huge meme where it's like we talk about Foxy the pirate, and like our thing is like so, do you think Foxy can Mega Evolve? Like, literally the other day, it was like, so do you think Foxy can Mega Evolve?
Oh my gosh.
Like, we have this bunch, like,
there is Nightmare Foxy.
Foxy's, like, the existence of, like, the basis of most of our memes. And it's like, all of a sudden, we just have some, like, I think the funny one was, like, what happens if Foxy falls down? And, like, I dropped over on my bed and started screeching and flailing. It was like we were just like, oh my god, I can't. Dorian, that's a lie. You know what? You just triggered.
Okay, Dorian. Dorian, this is a joke between us.
You just triggered a phantom rant.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Stop ranting.
Phantom, no.
Stop.
It's not going to be a long rant. It's not going to be a long rant. I hate it when people tell anyone like practice is the way to go with improvement. Same. Because that's not true. You can practice, because there's a big difference between practice and learning. Because if you went to school, and a teacher gave you a brand new thing for you to learn and told you, oh, like, just like you've never learned this in your life, and gave you a bunch of homework sheets for it, and it's like, practice this, because that's what homework is. It's practice. You don't know how to do it, so how are you going to make that happen? It's like, you can't practice what you don't know. So you have to learn, you have to gain experience. And generally, like, you can tell, like, unless you teach somebody how they're supposed to do something, they can never practice it. That's one of the biggest things. Like, even if you just tell them to go online and Google and look up how to do X, Y, and Z, that's a lot better than just telling them to practice, because you can't practice something you don't understand. You can't practice shading if you don't know how to shade.
Exactly. Like, in my recent, like, tips guide thing I did that people seem to like, even though it was really badly done, I said, like, inspiration is better than practice. Like, you can practice all you want, like, practice realism, because that will help you, but, like, you need to take, if you're doing cartoons, you need to take inspiration from other artists, because if you just keep practicing your style, it's not going to get any better. But if you take inspiration and add that in, that might help. Yeah. And I got people being like, but how? And I'm like, I just explained how you do it. You just look up something and take inspiration. Like, it's not stealing.
People accept the concept. Like, they're so quick. Like, if someone says practice, they're like, okay, I'll try. But, like, that's not how you're gonna learn. You can practice all day, every day, but you don't understand. You don't understand the fundamentals. One of the bigger things, like, when I first started drawing, a lot of people told me to practice, and they told me use references, but I didn't understand what that meant. I didn't know how to use references. I didn't understand. Like, honestly, I thought using a reference was just tracing over it and figuring out from there. Like, yeah, I didn't understand it. And it was one of those things where, you can tell me to do something, but if I don't know what it is I'm doing, I can't produce results with that way. So, yeah, exactly. Like, with practicing, generally, it's, like, the best thing you can do is, like, offer them advice. Be like, oh, well, go and try to, generally, like, one of my favorite tips of advice to people is, like, especially when they're starting realism, but also when they're, like, just learning in general, look at something and try to replicate. Like, first of all, just, like, try it on your own, then briefly look at a reference and try it again, and then continue looking at that reference while you draw it yourself. And continue doing that. Try to base what you're drawing off of real life. Try to, and once you start developing your own style, take from other people. I swear to God, like, legitimately, if you like Finchwing's noses, take Finchwing's noses. If you like, if you like Fox's paws, take the hell out of those big fluffy
My
paws.
paws are shit. Don't do that.
No, Fox's, your paws give me life. I'm like,
I've literally told people, like, if they like how I do eyes or something, just take it, because it's not like I've, like, copyrighted how I draw eyes. It's like, bitch, you stole the way I draw pupils. I'm suing you, like Taylor Swift. Like,
oh my God.
I hate Taylor Swift, by the way. I'm not going to go on about her, but I hate her. Also, I've got a fun story to tell you about, because you said about how you and your friend, like, just kind of started chatting about stuff. Yeah, I made friends with my friend by literally sitting down at a table, hearing the word memes, and just saying, Did you just say memes? And then my friend slammed her fists on the table and went, yes.
Yo, I'm
So
telling you how I would have done that. I would have been like, so I heard you like memes. Winky face.
she just went to my friend like, you should have said Mimi Martha, because we were doing this thing where it was like you put a adjective or something before your name that begins with the same letter as your name. So I just did that with my name, and then I didn't have any friends in my tutor because it was like the second day and I was very scared and shy, and I just had like a bit of a anxiety attack. So I just went in and I was like, can I sit with you guys? And they were just like, yeah, sure, come on. So I just sat with them and she just went Mimi Martha. So I was like, yes. And they just started screaming at me. And now they're two of my best friends. So memes solve everything, children.
One of my biggest problems, like, in my college, you gotta understand, one of the biggest problems I have with America in general is we have, people often try to deny the black stereotype, but it's a thing. It's a thing. There are a lot of people who match that black stereotype, and I swear to God, it exists so strongly on my campus. Like, I struggle to find people I relate to there because, like, legitimately, of my friends, only that friend I was telling you about before I can really call a friend, because all these other people, like, they're focused on drinking and dancing and partying and doing X, Y, and Z. They don't care about games. They don't care about memes. They're just like, it's a really trashy place to be. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But, like, as much as I enjoy being there, it's like one of those things where it's like so hard because it's like it's completely different when you have people you can relate to. Like, being on the Amino, pretty fun, I guess. Like, you have a bunch of people there who you can just talk to because they know what you're about. You can probably find something to talk to about with, like, 90% of them. Worst case scenario, you're talking about cats murdering each other. I mean, like,
yeah,
it's like an awesome... They're all talking about Remy Ma, Nicki Minaj drama, some stupid stuff that nobody cares about. I'm like, I don't know how you expect me to get along with these people if I can't even find something I relate to them with.
Yeah, like, have you ever heard the song Shut the Fuck Up by Filthy Frank?
I have.
Yeah, just do that. Blast that.
Yeah.
It's me. Like, my main OC outside of Warriors, Rudy, or Jinx, like, she is the living embodiment of that song.
Oh my God.
Like, me. It's like me internally, and then externally, I'm just like, eh. I can't stand up for myself. Although I stood up for myself earlier today, and it felt pretty good.
That sounds amazing.
Someone basically told me I overcharged them for a piece of art, even though they accepted it. And they were basically asking me to give them the points back, and I said no, lol. And I mean, I was nicer than that, but then I got really sad, and I was just like, you know what? No, I'm going to stand up for myself, and I did it.
Yeah, honestly, I hate that concept. Like, I don't know if you heard of it, but, like, on Twitter, there's this account called For Exposure.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it so much. It legitimately sits there and it, like, talks about, like, all the idiots who think they can somehow take advantage of artists and their prices and everything else, where it's like, oh, well, I don't think this is worth X, Y, Z, or I'm not going to pay you, but I'm going to pay you an exposure. I'm going to advertise what you've made. Like, look, what? Like, boy, like, you need to sit your behind down. Like, it is so funny because you see, like, the craziest things there. And it's like, it really makes you realize, like, how little people appreciate art nowadays. Like, honestly, if you aren't Vincent Van Gogh, they don't care about you.
People have literally, like, said that I'm weird or stupid for charging for my art. I'm like, bitch, a headshot can take me up to 2 hours. Do you want to fight? Like, I'm so anxious about my art. I just, like, go around the entire piece, like, did I color everything in? And if, like, I didn't, I go and do it. And the people are just like, that must have taken about 10 minutes, draw my FC. I'm like, no, bye.
Yeah, like,
Fox mom goes away and Fox dad comes out, like, no.
But, like, legitimately, this is a sketch. And I've been working on this since the stream started.
I love it. It's so good.
Like, I'm glad you think so. But, like,
I also love the small boy in the background. Makes me very happy.
My Tumblepaw, he looks crazy.
Yeah. I'm
doing the cosplay challenge thing. So
I
I
love
was like,
that.
I'm like gonna do. I was like, yo, I'm just gonna do a bunch of Danganronpa. I don't know how to pronounce it, but like I just
That's
recently
good.
got into the game, and I'm like, yo, this is gonna be me. I'm gonna do this. So
I did Maggie as Rohan because
I
I'm a
saw
nerd.
that. I was like, yes. I don't think I was planning on responding and about like probably screaming in some way, shape, or form, but I think I forgot.
Screet.
That weird moment when you forget to scream.
Oh my god, I hate that.
I know.
Wow, how did my parents raise me this way?
I know.
Also,
I'm
fun
such a
story.
disrespectful child.
Shut up, Phantom. Okay, here's a fun story you might like, right?
Well?
Basically, in my art class, we have a joke that one of my friends is a goblin. And, like, it's basically because she came in one day, she kept calling us a goblin because apparently she looked like a goblin, and then it kind of spread that the entire class were goblins. So this summer, I came home and I just started, like, walking around the house really weirdly. Like, I don't do it all the time, obviously, but, like, I walk into the room and I've got, like, my arms out and my legs out a bit like, I don't know if you know what I mean, like a crab. And I start walking around the room, and my mum's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm a goblin," and she's just like,
My mom would disown
"Why?"
me.
Literally,
Like,
my mum is just like, "Why?"
like I feel like
I
I'm
mean-
such a weird child. I swear to God, because
Oh,
like
God.
I do like the weirdest things. Like anything like normally I don't act the same way online as I do offline, but on the rare occasions like I feel really hyped up for whatever reason. I just like the inner phantom in me just comes out, and I'm just like acting a fool. Like legitimately, that's what my
Yeah.
mom would call it. It's like you're acting a fool, and I just like start losing my mind. I'll like make these weird noises and like freak everyone out. They're just like, what the hell is going on? And it's like my mom just is like silently staring at me. She's like, I can't with you. And it's like she's like silently debating where she should drop, like the next time we go on a car ride, where she should drop me off and just disown me.
Yes, my parents. I had the headphones in once, and I literally like took them out because I heard my parents mention my obviously my real name, and I think they were just saying like she would just chuck her in the ditch over here, and I was like, "Mum," and she was like, "Oh, okay, she's listening." But yeah, this morning was really funny because you know those like blackhead face masks you can get, like they're really dark in color and like they hurt when you peel them off.
Mm-hmm.
I had a scrub off one of those, so like because I'm a crybaby, I cry all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and my mum came upstairs with my dog, and I didn't hear her coming up, and I just came out the bathroom, and you know I had just been brushing my teeth and everything with this like mask on, and my mum just came up, was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like my mum swears all the time, like in front of me, so you know it's like we weren't raised to be like don't ever swear. It's just kind of like fuck cunt all the time.
I wish I had that rule. My
Oh.
mom swears in front of me, but I'm not allowed to.
Boy.
You
Also,
see
I've
how
been
well
asked
that
to-
works.
Wait, would you like some tea and crumpets? Are you for real?
Oh my god.
I ain't like people are always asking me to say like fish and chips or like crumpets, and I'm just like, I wasn't raised in London. I'm not posh. I sound like a chav. I don't know if you know what a chav is, but
I've been trying to increase my ability to understand what Brits say. But
yeah, a
I
chav's
I know
basically-
it, but I
yeah.
don't. I forgot it. I had like a
It's
list.
just- it's kind of like, I mean, I'm not like a full-on chav. It's just like the stereotype is they live in a really groggy kind of like area, and it's kind of like all council houses. Like you don't actually own the house. Like we don't own our house. It's a council house, but
Mhm.
I'm not like that. But I don't talk like, oh hello governor, would you like some
Oh
tea
my
and
God.
crumpet? I talk like that, and I often miss out letters like. Yeah, and my brother's worse. He says that instead of that. So it's like, what? So I ain't posh, boy. Got a fucking dick.
Oh my God. But like
Yeah, I'm big name.
yeah, like when I talk to people, like it's funny because 9 times out of 10 people don't know I'm an African American because I don't talk like that. I try to articulate and I'm like, okay, gotta talk like I'm a human being. But then like when I'm around normal people, like just around like chilling on my campus or something, it is like my vocabulary becomes some sort of atrocious nightmare. And it's like
God.
nothing I say makes sense. It's legitimately
Oh god.
I'm sitting there
Sounds accurate.
like everyone around me knows what I'm saying, but like if I went to like if I was suddenly on a production call and I was talking like that, everyone would be like, what? They'd either be like extraordinarily insulted. They'd be extraordinarily insulted because I probably said the N-word like 2 times, or like I'd like they just like sit there just like, what? Because like all of a sudden like my inner ghetto just somehow surfaces. But 9 times out of 10, like when I'm having a normal conversation, I don't talk like that. It's just like when I'm around different people, when I'm around my mom, I don't like or around adults in general. It's funny because I do not curse in front of adults. I've been like, I've trained myself to the point where I am unable to curse in front of adults.
Aww.
I like
That's
usually
sad.
Oh, shut up. Like I am like I don't even think about it. Like I'm not thinking, okay, I cannot curse. No, I just don't curse. Like in a normal conversation with like you guys, I'm gonna curse like 50 times before the conversation's over. But like
if you don't curse in front of adults, what happens when you become an adult, like a full adult?
I mean,
do you not swear in front of yourself?
Shut up! I'm going to
No, I can do as much as I want, Phantom. You can't control me. I'm 17 now. I'm your mother.
Yo, wait. So I was born before you were even out of the womb?
I literally have a friend that's 21 and I call her.
Yeah, I laugh about that because, like, my son that I was telling you guys about, the person I call my son, she's a couple months older than me. And, like, her birthday is, like, just after we get back in school. But my birthday isn't till October. But, like, I call her my son. It's like, how the hell am I your son? I'm older than you.
I love doing that to people. It's so good. Like, in real life, we already have, like, a mum friend, and I'm not allowed to take up that position, so it makes me very sad, so I just kind of do it low-key. It's like an illegal black market for being the mum friend.
Oh my god, what?
It's great. My college is actually pretty chill. Like, we could dress however, like, literally how we want. Like, if you dress like a slut, you dress like a slut. The teachers are just used to it. They're just like, okay, whatever.
I mean, I didn't know there were colleges that stopped you from dressing a certain way.
Like, literally, like, I thought the whole thing in America where, like, you can't show your shoulders was, like, fake. I actually know people that happen, and it makes me so pissed off.
No, understand. That is, like, that's something I only learned about very recently. It is not a common thing. Because legitimately, it was, like, my senior year, when was it? It was, like, my senior year. No, it wasn't. It was my junior to senior year. In high school, we were, like, all of a sudden this new rule was implemented where it's like you can't wear like tank tops or anything because they show your shoulders, and it's like we were like, what? Like we were all like just like, what? That doesn't make sense. Like you could be sent to the principal's office and told that you have to stay there until your parents come bring you something else to wear.
Fight me. My parents, if I was like in one of those schools, my parents would be like, no, she can dress how she wants as long as she's not got her tits out, it's fine. And I'm like,
yeah. And it's like literally we'd like be in a classroom with our teachers, which most of our teachers are actually pretty chill, but we'd be like, oh, your shoulders, they're so sensual. Like just like
it's like, is a boy really gonna get a boner, or is a girl overseeing a shoulder?
I mean, I know there's like a lot of different fetishes out there, but technically you could say that you're not allowed to wear your like any shoes that have your toes out. For that instant.
Yeah, foot fetishes exist. The guy who made iCarly had a foot fetish. I think that's disturbing. But I literally have a shirt that's like long sleeved. You know, it like covers part of my neck, but it has the shoulders cut out. So you know, you can see the shoulders, but you can't like see any like cleavage or stomach or anything. So I would wear that just to annoy everyone. And just be like,
yeah, we'd like wear tank tops, but we'd like wear a jacket. Like I want you to know, until I got into college, I was like high key. I would not go anywhere without wearing a jacket. It didn't matter how hot it was. I just loved my jackets. I love my jackets. Like I have this one that has a crocodile on it. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Yes. I'm like liability all the way. I have like I got a Stitch one recently. I was like, Mom, you know me so well. I love you. But like I just love my hey Lost, what's poppin' though?
Oh, hello.
But
hello
like,
there.
but like one of the crazy things about that is like we just wear like jackets on top of our tank tops. And it's like, what can you say about that? Like, they had no problem with cleavage. You could have your cleavage out. Like, literally, you'd have these girls who have, like, I swear to God, if you could imagine, like, think about someone wearing, like, I don't know, like, a bra. Like, and they'd, like, have their titties hanging out to the point. Matter of fact, funny story. On my campus, on move-out day, like, I had this one dude, he's, like, my mom's work son. I accept him because he gave me a fidget spinner, so I'm like, okay, I accept you.
Fidget spinner for the winner.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. Yo. But like, we went there, and he's, like, these girls, I swear to God, they are so ratchet, because this girl, she didn't have a shirt on, she had no bra, her titties were hanging out. She had no shirt on at all, and she's walking around moving stuff out. What? Do you not care that people are literally can see your titties? Like, there's nothing there. Like, don't get me wrong. I can walk outside without, like, having a bra on, and I'm just wearing a tank top, and it's like my cleavage is hanging out, kind of, and I'm like, I'm not going anywhere, so it's not bothering me. But, like, I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I ever even imagined going out somewhere dressed like that.
I mean, if boobs weren't sexualized by a lot of people, like, I'm not targeting men for this because women are, like, completely to blame for it as well. If boobs weren't sexualized, then there wouldn't be a problem with it. Like, I have seen men, not fat shaming, who are quite large, who walk around topless, and they're allowed to show their man tits. But if a woman does it, even if she's got a flat chest, it's like, I'm calling the police.
It's not even like even if she has a flat chest. It's like, even if she's, like, doing it because she has to nurse her child.
Yeah, like, if, like, when I'm older, I do want kids when I'm older, like, that's a fact, but, like, if I was feeding my kid in public, and especially if someone went, like, you need to cover up, that's rude, I would get up and I would kick them, like, in the groin. Like, I don't care who they are, what gender they are, or whether they're, I will hurt them. It's like, this is my child, they need to be fed. Bye.
Yeah, it's like this whole concept that you can't just, like, care, like, legitimately. It's not even like they're sitting there and they're like, they have their titties hanging out. It's like they're just feeding their child. They're not, like, you can't even, like, unless you're sitting there and, like, legitimately looking, like, let me find this titty, you're not gonna find it. It's in the child's mouth. It is in the child's mouth.
Yeah.
But, like, you can go and you can have these women with their titties hanging out on, like, Vogue magazines, or, like, all these and you're perfectly fine with that. You can have these famous people just going around, they got their titties hanging out, who cares? But it's only because, and they're like, oh, well, it's fundamentally different. How?
It's like, shut your mouth and leave me alone. I don't know. I just think dress codes are really stupid in general. Hold on.
It really is. I agree. Let me take a look at the chat, because I haven't been here for a while. Boys at school, even. Yes, I hate that. Boys sagging, like, for those of you who don't know, the whole concept of sagging your pants was something that was originated in prison, where gay male inmates would sag their pants to say that they are available to have sex.
Yeah, I learned about that.
Like, legitimately, like, people do it because they see people who are, like, famous or whatever sagging their pants, but that's not attractive. Like, I don't care. I would never date an individual. I don't care if they're male, female, trans. If you sag your pants, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, like, one of the dudes who, I hate him, he's in my history class. He's one of those people that thinks he's better than everyone. He bullied my best friend for no reason.
He can die.
Yeah, he can. He came in and he had his pants, like, I called them trousers because I'm in England, but he had them sagged down so you could see his, like, boxer pants. And I was just kind of like, oh, wow, disgusting. My history teacher just went over and was like, dude, can you, like, pull up your trousers? And he was like, right, I can do what I want. Like, how come girls wear crop tops and show their stomach and I can't show my ass? It's like, he was like, first of all, your ass is gross, so don't start that. Second, and then he went about the inmates thing, and he just immediately pulled his trousers up and sat down. And I was like, yes, bitch, yes. My history teacher's so cool. He's just chill as fuck.
I'll take a look right now, Dorian. Like, I'm telling you, I have been so inactive here. What am I supposed to be looking at?
A meme.
Like, I don't know what I'm looking at when I'm supposed to be trying to find Dorian. If it was your dog, I saw that. It's cute. But like I'm perfectly fine. Like, I don't care what people do, really. Like, I don't care what you want to do. If you want to go around sagging your pants, looking like you ain't got any type of home training, that's fine. I'm not going to get mad with you because you want to do what you want to do. My problem is you need to get your behind out my business. If you don't want me in your business, get the hell out of mine. Because, like, I despise the whole concept where it's like, oh, that girl, she wore a crop top, so that meant that she wanted to have sex. What? Where did you get this? Like, oh, it's her fault because she got raped. No. You came up with that. You came up with that concept, not her. Like, it annoys me that people can't just do what they want anymore because there's, like, so many stereotypes and there's so many ideals that are, like, conflicting, and it's like everything's just becoming super complicated. Like, you can't openly be gay or transgender anymore because now all of a sudden, you know, oh, Donald Trump's here, so all of a sudden we can act a fool. Like, legitimately, not that long ago, on my campus, my campus is legitimately, like, situated in the middle of, like, fields of Amish people, and it's like the what it's kind of like what Americans call, like, the country hick kind of area, where you have like a bunch of like hardcore Southern Republicans, even though it's in the north. And a lot of them are thank you, I appreciate it, but a lot of them are severely against African Americans, and you know, and immediately after Trump won the election, this girl was like, we have a Walmart that's about, it's a couple miles from the school, but it's, like, technically within walking distance. I'm not stupid enough to make that journey because I'm not gonna die. I'm very sensitive to heat, so I'm not about that life. But, like, some people take, because they need food or, you know, things that they can't find on campus, and they go to Walmart to go get it. And she's walking down here, and these white guys pull over their car and throw, like, their drink, like they had some sort of soda or whatever, and they, like, threw out their drink at her and drove off. Like, there was ice in there's, like, cold, like, they just threw it out at her and spilled it all over her and just drove off laughing. Like,
you know what? If I was, I mean, I'm not her, in her situation, like, depending on who she was, she'd probably be really upset. I'd be upset, but I would grab the closest heavy object I could find and lunge it at their car.
Yeah, like...
Sorry. I think I've got to go soon, because I think my family's getting ready to go to bed, so...
I'm gonna cry.
I know, same, I'm sorry. I mean, we can do another, stream soon.
You still haven't talked to me about scheduling this stream we're doing together.
Boy, PM me on Amino and we can chat about it, like, soon. Like, I'm free most of the time.
Yeah, I'd be down for that, because I'm, like, I think I go back to school on the 21st, but classes start on the 23rd. But
well, that's, like, plenty of time, though.
Yeah, so we could, like, do a stream. I'm actually right now about to PM you, about to be all up in your DMs, just like, yo, Fox, we got a stream.
That's chill, dude. We can do that. When I put the stream, I've just got to, like, go downstairs, and then when I come up to bed, I'll be able to, like, reply. So I will talk to you soon, my dude.
Alright, I'll see you then.
Bye, dude.
Bye. That was fun. That was fun. Mist, are you still here? Yes, you are. But you're not talking. Whew. Yeah, I'll tell you what, like, after long, rants and stuff, like, just having fun, like, it is so exciting, but, like, once it stops, you just feel so drained. It is like, where'd all my energy go? It's just like, all of a sudden, all the excitement and hype just, like, dies all at once, and you just, like, don't know what to do with your life anymore. I don't know, man. Mabel worked really hard on these. I've never watched Gravity Falls, to be completely honest. Well, I have, but not entirely. So, what do y'all want to talk about? Because I am always open to talk. Like, y'all need to know that. I am always... First of all, some of y'all, like, those of you guys who follow me, you guys need to talk to me more, because I get lonely. I'm like, yo, all these followers I have, and none of them want to have a conversation with me. Like, I feel kind of spiteful. I'm like, I just want to talk. I swear. I'm not gonna, like, steal your firstborn son of something. Or something. Like, I'm not evil, I swear. Like... At the most you'll receive out of me is constant screaming of some sort. Like, I promise you, I am not a danger. Alright, see you. Hope to see you soon. Eventually. I don't know. Maybe you can, like, come out during the stream I do with Fox eventually. But, yeah, that would be dope. But, yeah, like, I enjoy having conversations. Like, in all honesty... I would be down for, like, opening up, like, the stream chat as just sort of, like, a hangout chat for, like, people. You should. Hello. Hey, dope. Hey, I literally saw you both join my follow, Moon and Lost. What's poppin'? Yo, Moon, I'm upset. You should, yeah, like, I'm always down. Like, part of the biggest things, like, I love to talk. Like, people who see my streams or just, like, talk to me in general, like, I love to talk, and I love to have conversations with, you know, people on the Amino. But, like, part of the reason, like, I prefer having conversations, like, in voice chat. Hey, everyone's joining the squad. What's poppin', though? But, yeah, I'd be down for, like, opening up, like, currently, like, the stream chat that I'm talking to you, like, I was talking to you with Fox, and Mist, and, like, right now, the stream chat that I'm in, hey, screeching noises. What's poppin', Mist? But yeah, like, I'd be so down for, like, opening it up just so we could have, like, a place to just chat. Like, my followers can come in and they can be like, yo, what's poppin'? We could have a conversation. Because, like, I'm always down to talk. That's what a lot of people just don't realize. Like, I'm always down to talk. If you need help, advice, like, I'm down for that. I love having conversations because having conversations takes away my pain. No, I'm kidding. But, like, I just enjoy talking to people. And it becomes, like, really upsetting, especially when you, like, legitimately, like, I have 1,000+ followers, and, you know, of those 1,000+ followers, I'd be down for talking to pretty much all of them. Like, as crazy as that sounds, I'd be down for talking to every single one of them. But nobody wants to talk. Like, those who stop and have a conversation with me, no. Like, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna talk your ear off if you want to talk. I can help you guys out if you need it. I can, like, you know, be your buddy. We can chill. Heck, you know, for the people, like, my friends, people that I talk to regularly, they, like, I'll randomly just drop gift art for them just because, you know, I just feel down for it. But, like, I never just get to talk to people. And I think that's another reason why I've felt so distant from the Amino lately, because, like, everyone just decided, like, once you reach a certain amount of followers, you can't talk to these people anymore. And that's not true. A lot of artists, regardless of how many followers they have, or artists, writers, clan leaders, whoever, like, we're always open to talk. And I love to talk. I love to talk. I love to rant. I love to laugh, joke, or just listen. Like, sometimes there are days where Phantom doesn't talk at all and just sits there and listens to conversations. Like, that's part of the reason why I want to open it up, but I'm like, it's kind of a crappy server right now. It literally just has, like, 3 voice chats. 2 of them, I don't even know why. 2 of them are just, like, for the select squad, like, the people, like, I'd be down for, like, if I did, like, a private stream with me and my bae, I'd be down for them just popping in and just being like, yo, what's poppin', though? But not saying that people who aren't listed as a demon god aren't dope too. I'm just like, I think about who I think Ivy would feel comfortable talking to, because she can sometimes be quirky. She can be a little quirky. But yeah, like I love talking to people. I do. Like, even not about Warriors. Like, I don't need to talk about Warriors. We can talk about life. We can talk. A Foxclaw sent me my message. What's poppin'? But yo, Miss, what you been up to?
Nothing much. Just been hanging around the you know who group. Been joining in on their streams because they stream a lot, and so I'm usually in VC with them while they stream. We've been playing Pixmon a lot lately. We're probably Coach is getting me Gary's mod sometime tonight after he gets a refund on CS:GO.
Dope. Like, I have my Coach bought me Gary's mod, so I'd be down for joining in that. But I have to think about, like, honestly, I think that's another problem I've been having. Like, I think I hang around Production Clan too much, if you know what I mean. Like, I love being, like, hanging around with the Production Clan squad.
Yeah,
like,
I get that.
Sometimes it feels, like, really overwhelming, where it's, like, as we grow, as more people show up, it just doesn't feel, like, I don't want to be around them all the time. And it's, like, you know, usually, like, when I get an urge to talk, I immediately hop on Production Clan Discord and, like, lose my mind. But recently, like, with my moments, I'm just like, you know, I'd rather have, like, just sit there and talk to, like, I don't know, Fox or other people, because, like, I have other friends. I want to talk to other people, but, like, I never get the opportunity. When I'm at the yes, hell yes. Yo, this might be confirmed. Fox and I might be streaming next week. Might be confirmed. Can't say 100% sure. Yo, let me tell you, from experience, like, in the Warriors community, I love great Warriors fan fictions. I love them so much. The problem is, it's just so hard to find, like, really good ones, because you have a lot of wannabe people who try to immediately, like, copy off of the Warriors series and use that entirely as their inspiration. But I love, like, when people take the Warriors series and make it their own. That's why, like, I love fanfiction. Fanfiction is, like, the best. I love personal writings. I love those too. I'm not huge into poetry because, like, poetry sometimes confuses me. But when I get it, it's awesome. Like, personally, one thing, like, before I wanted to draw, I wanted to write. Like, I'm a huge English nerd. If there's any class in the world that I should be able to pass first try without, like, messing up, like, legitimately I'd get murdered if I messed it up, it's English. Like, I am just that into English. And for a while, like, I really wanted to be a writer. I wanted to make my own fan fictions, but I had a lot of bad experiences when I was first starting out, so in the end, it didn't stick with me. Which sucks. I wish I did, but it's kind of like art. Art, I got lucky with sticking with, because I had bad experiences with that too. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the Warriors, yo, do you guys want me to open the Discord server? Like, just open it up. Like, I can like force Mist into some sort of, like, fixing up the server and making it nice. Because I'm pretty sure, Mist, you're a moderator, right? You're a demon god? Yeah, you are. You're not talking to me, but you are. I can, like, force Mist into doing something. Mist is, like, a professional when it comes to, like, Discord servers and stuff like that. So, I mean, I could open it up and you could just, like, talk around here, because, like, I'm always open for making new friends. Like, if you're okay with, like, being around a total nerd. I'm such weeaboo trash, I swear. I'm such trash. But, like, I'm, like, if you guys would like to have that, I'd be down for opening the Discord server for, like, voice chats and discussion. Our English chats is a lot about, they can be. I know recently, like, for my college courses, it was just, like, a lot of exams. Like, it's like we had to write, I think the most legendary one was like, we had to write 10 plus pages on like this book that we read and explain our feelings or why we felt certain ways. And it, I mean, I did it in one night, but like, it was a painful one night. I'll say that much. Like, it was a pretty painful singular night. But yeah, I can set up the Discord server. I'd probably have to edit it a bit. So like, because naturally, like, if we have the entire, like, if we have a voice chat for like the stream specifically, and like we have 500 people like popping in during the stream, I'd cry. But like, I'd be down for opening it up. Like, matter of fact, I could probably do that. Hold up, let me stream chat, and I can make it so demon gods have access. Dab master your mom and Choco.
A demon god?
Yeah, you're a demon god, man. You didn't notice?
Oh, I didn't notice you changed the titles.
Yeah, you're a demon god, dude. I decided since there's
Didn't
gonna
know
be
that.
I decided like I had noticed like earlier when I was like I came into the chat to say like there was gonna be a stream. I was like, yo, I just realized that Fox, like I listed Fox as a demon god and Coach has her own individual title. I'm like, why isn't Mr. God? And I'm like, I'm just gonna make it demon gods because we're all insane and dangerous, so we're gonna be demon gods, not normal gods, demon gods. But yeah, I think give me a minute. I'm going to have to catch up to my current broadcast. I'm gonna edit the Discord chat. Crap! I almost messed that up. I'm gonna move us over to the stream chat real quick. Hold up. There we go. Now we're in the stream chat. So the squad everyone has access to this except for everyone. Because we don't want like random strangers in here just like, yo. I came from the land of, I don't know, evil, pork roasted salt. And I'm here to ruin your day. Like, we don't want those people. We don't want those craziest peoples. Let's see. Squad chat. Have a squad chat, and this one can have everyone except for everyone, so this will be like a private. And I mean, Miss, I think your title gives you admin permissions. Let me see. Because it should. Yeah, you have administrator positions, so like if you be down for like adding bots to here because I'm lazy
Okay.
and I don't know how to properly
gosh.
configure it. Miss,
Oh, I like how everyone just nominates me to be their bot default person.
yeah, there's a web version. You don't need to download it.
I know.
Like, I'm talking to like the chat and stuff. Like, yeah, you in the squad chat. Dusk is all up in the squad chat. What's popping up? But yeah. So like, I mean, I'll probably expand on it in time. Like, if more people want to join. But like, right now, I think it's good. So like, I think it's good. It should be good. So yeah, I can go ahead and make an invite and like, post it, on, I guess I can post it on my profile. Like, just make a blog about it. Okay. Those weird moments where it's like, you almost forget how to invite people. I hate myself. Never. No limit. Okay, so I'm going to post the link to the stream chat on my... I'm gonna make a blog for it. Of blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I mean, like, give me a moment. I'm gonna do, like, a couple edits. I have the link to the stream chat. I posted it and, like... Oh, funny story. So, like, I do my art on my computer. So, I don't have, like, some people have, like, easy access or whatever to, like, stuff, I guess. But, like, because they'll do, like, phone art or whatever. I do it all on my computer, and so I can transfer it over without people, like, seeing what I've done, to post it on Amino. I have my own private server called Bleb, and it's literally where I just post reference sheets from the Amino, and I, like, transfer it between my, laptop and my phone. So that's, like, how I do everything. Like, I just am overcomplicated to the max. Yo, you should steal that popcorn, to be completely honest. Wait, I was replying to Fox, but I realized it lacked caps. What day, boy? Like, I'm kind of sad. I used to do like streams regularly, like for a little while. I did them like regularly, and they were fun. But I recently cut it out, and it's kind of sad. Okay, let's see. Phantom Hangout Discord. I'm gonna post this link. And
Sweet.
come hang out with some Amino nerds. Yeah, I gotta suggest to Fox maybe making a Discord channel for and I posted it, so if y'all wanna check out, like, go to the link to the Discord or copy it or save it or whatever. I'm also gonna post the link in the chat. So if you're, like, on your laptop or whatever, you can just get to it. Cause yeah, like, I'd be down for, like, having people hang out. Oh wait, I didn't set my rules. Password user when you join. Alright, alright. I mean, I guess we could just, like, move down to, like, the squad so, like, everyone can join in the stream, because I don't think that many people are gonna, like, come in immediately. So, yeah. So, like, if you guys want to join the voice chat, if you join the Discord thing, you can, like, pop in the squad chat and be like, yo, what's poppin' though? Invite, just, like, post your, username from Amino, and I'll, like, list you as a sweet bean. Is it a sweet bean? Which one is it? I don't even know my own roles. Stop it. Stop. Hey! Okay, I know you guys. Let me give you guys, roles. Give me a second. I can do this, I swear to God. I can. Okay. You're a sweet bean. You're a sweet bean. There you guys go. Y'all are sweet beans. Ayy. Alright, let me get back to drawing, because, like, I've been sitting here talking about friendship. I haven't even been properly drawing. What's wrong with me? What kind of light do I want? I want a soft light. A soft bean light. Yo, Dusk? Speak to me. I hear backgrounds. Speak to me. Dusk! Tear. The lack of love is...
Dusk doesn't love you.
I know, like, Dusk never wants to love me. Like, Dusk is always here in my stream chats. But
there's always an excuse.
I know, like, you never want to talk to me. Like, I thought we had something special, Dusk. I thought you loved me. Was it all a lie? Am I just some replaceable individual for you? Do you not love me as much as I love you?
Probably.
Such a hateful individual, I swear. But yo, like, I'll tell you what, one thing about drawing that always makes me mad. The drawing. Like, I've been in, like, this huge art rut where, like, I cannot draw anything that, like, of any nature. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna draw a cat today. Comes out looking like, it comes out looking like some dead whale. And I'm like, what the hell did I do? What did I do wrong?
Just like those Pokefusions.
Oh, God.
Just like those Pokefusions.
Okay, look. The Pokefusions are... Do not tease my Pokefusion. Leave my Pokefusion alone. I had a day where I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to be an original being and, like, make a Pokefusion. And you know what happened?
You failed.
I was actually somewhat proud of it until you came in. I just I just fell into a depression. Like, no, but like, yeah. If any of you guys want to join the voice chat, y'all are always welcome. Like, it is... Shyness intensifies? Why are you being shy? No one's being shy. Keyboard smash. Oh, God. Like, for real, I am always down. Like, y'all already know Phantom's got no good sense, though. Sometimes I feel like if, like, a leader of the Amino came to one of my streams, I'd be banned. Like, I just get, like, for real, I just get that feeling. Like, sometimes I'm like, if a leader just walked into my stream, not knowing what to expect, I'd get banned. I just get that weird feeling. I'm just like, would I get banned? I think I'd get banned. Like, I just feel like they'd be so unprepared for the crazy that I cause. They'd just ban me. I'd be like, yo, why'd Phantom get banned? Oh, Phantom, I don't know what's wrong with her. I had to ban her. She was a danger to the community. It's like, I didn't do anything. I just get banned because reasons. Oh, God. Nope, that's not gonna work. I'll tell you, I have this weird obsession where I, like, avoid inverting the image for as long as I can, and it never works. Like, I don't even know why I do it. I don't care about it. It's just like... Bang, bang. I don't even know. Like, I feel like I should just, like, just invert the image. But, like, there's some part of me that's like, are you a nerd? Do you feel like you're required to invert the image? Are you that much of a punk that you can't even not invert the image? And it's like, that's stupid, but it's like, I feel like that's where my thought process ends up. And I'm like, no, I'm not a punk. I'm a grown woman. I can do what I want. And like,
You're a pretty sweet punk then. An awesome one.
Yo, I'm glad you think I'm an awesome punk. I'd love to. I like if I want to be a punk, I want to be an awesome punk. Like, realistically, who wants to be a suckish punk? Well, I mean, some people do.
I don't know.
Like, those people who just wake up one day, I feel like those really, really mean, nasty people, I feel like they just woke up that day. Like, I wonder how I'm gonna be a jackass today. I think that's just how their mentality worked. It's just like, I have no idea how I'm gonna be a jackass today, but I'm gonna figure it out as I go along. Did I just separate these two layers? Why did I do that? I swear I do stupid things for no reason. Like,
My voice is really rough. Ew, I sound...
Ah, your voice is adorable. What do you mean?
Thank you.
Ah, welcome to the squad.
Thank you.
Oh wait, my mom's calling me. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Hello. Hey. Hey, I'm back.
Hey.
Hey. Yo, like, we've been having some weirdness today. Like, before I even, like, decided to stream, like, I decided to stream, I think, like, last night, but why did Fox just message me saying grass tastes bad? I guess she's, like, into that or something. I don't know. But, like, I was like, oh, it's because I said dope. Oops. I get it. Took me a minute. But, like, we've been having this weird family drama. I don't even know what it is. It feels like some weird thing that I'm not actually a part of, but I am. I just choose to ignore it. Like, right now, I just don't know. I don't even know. But yo. So.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's just one of those moments where I'm just like, I think I'm going to choose not to respond to this, because if I respond to this, it means I accepted it happened. So I'm not. I'm just going to pretend like you're all dumber than me and ignore you. But, like, yo, I'll tell you one thing. I have an obsession with stupid cats.
Yes.
Like, Warrior series, real life, doesn't matter. I love stupid cats. I love them. There's just something about their stupidity that makes them so amazing.
They're adorable.
They are. I'm just like, I need more stupid cats in my life. You know what I mean?
I have a ragdoll, and she hates everyone.
You have a ragdoll?
Yes.
what? I love cats. Like, there's so many cat breeds I want. Like, right now, I have a normal, like, tabby cat that, like, chirps. Like, he doesn't purr, he chirps. He makes, like, this weird chirping noise, and you're just like, what's wrong with you? Why are you doing this? Why are you such a weirdo? And then, I have this, I have my cat son. He's a Russian blue, but he absolutely sucks. He, like, sucks. He screams at you 90% of the time. When he's not screaming at you, he's, like, trying his damnedest to ignore you. It's like, I could be, like, in the middle of having a heart attack, and he'd just sit there and stare at me. He's like...
My cat sleeps in the weirdest places.
I think that's just a cat thing, really. Like
she'll sleep in boxes, like mini boxes.
Yes. We have the shoebox downstairs, and he'll, like, stick his face in there, and his butt is just hanging out, but he's not, like, he's not in the box, but he's technically in the box, I guess. And I'm like, how is that comfortable?
Yeah.
I don't understand cats. Cats are stupid. Like, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of dogs, which is, like, terrible. Like, I love dogs, I just don't want dogs, if you know what I mean.
They bark a lot, yeah.
I'm fine.
3.
Like, I'm fine with them barking. Like, it's all that is fine. I just can't stand how needy they are. Like,
yeah.
I guess the best way to describe me is I'm a low-key cat. I do not want things to bother me. I have times where I just want to be left alone. Like, if I don't want to talk, I'm just not going to talk. I don't want to love you. I don't want to be near you. Get away from me. And it's like cats, they can be annoying because they want to love you at the most inopportune times, but they'll leave you alone. Dogs, they're like, they need you to take them out for walks. You gotta do, like, they just need you all the time. And I'm like, I appreciate your companionship, but, like, I can get companionship from a cat, and it leaves me alone, at least. Dusk,
yeah,
what?
Yeah, agreed.
Like, yeah, like, I adore cats, and I adore dogs, but, like, at the end of the day, I'd rather have a cat over a dog. And, like, people get so mad at me when I say that. They're like, I can't believe you don't like dogs. I do, I swear to you, I adore dogs. Like, I love them so much. If they were, like, a little bit more antisocial, I'd be okay with it. Like, if they could, like, I'd be down. Plus, you have to, like, train them to do everything. Like, you can teach your dog to, like, use the litter box, but it's like you have to teach them to do that. Cats have the natural instinct to dig, so they dig. They use the litter box pretty much from the time they are a kitten. But, like, dogs, you gotta train them. They'll just poop where they stand if you let them. Like, they're just like, I'm just like, no, please no. Like, let me enjoy you. Let me not say that you suck.
It takes forever too, and I have 3 dogs, so
I don't know how you do it. Like, I used to have a dog. She was an evil Shih Tzu. I loved her to death, but, like, she's evil. But, like, I didn't have to train her. Like, that, I had my parents to do that. But, like, when reality hit me that at some point, like, if I get a dog, I'm gonna have to do that, it just became really painful to think about. Because I'm like, I don't think I'm ready. I can't take on that responsibility. I'll kill the animal. Like, I'd be like, I can't take it anymore. Just, like, one of us has to go. And it's like, I pity animals all the time. Like, I hate going to the back of pet stores where they have, like, the dogs and the cats and, like, the kennels or whatever, and you have to look at them because you're like, I really want to buy them because I'm like, I don't like seeing you like this. But, like, at the same time, I know logically, if I get this animal, I cannot take care of it. Like, I could, but if I did, I'd, like, torture myself. Like, I'm not a patient person. I hate the process of doing things. I want things to just happen. Like art. I don't like waiting. I don't like waiting for my art style to improve. I'm just like, improve immediately, and it doesn't, and I, like, feel super depressed for, like, a week. Just like, it didn't improve when I told it to. Senpai doesn't love me after all. And
that's
then,
literally me with my writing too.
Oh my god. Like, I'm telling you, like, changing topics all of a sudden, but like, I love writing. I do. I just don't have the
Yeah.
Well,
motivation for it. Like, if like my writings could just appear on the page, I'd be down. But like, I have so many ideas in my brain that I'm like, I want to make this happen. But it's like, it takes so much time and effort, and I'm just like, I can't. I just don't have the motivation to make it happen. It's like, I'll have days where I'm like, okay, I can sit here and write for like
screw
3 hours. Like 3 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours, just sit there and do nothing but write. But like, the times that I have these moments are growing very, very, very few and far between. So I never seem to actually get the proper amount of motivation to draw. I mean, write.
Well,
Same.
I mean, I have those moments of drawing too. I'm just like, ha ha ha, you want me to sit here and spend like 5 hours on this drawing? Nah, man. Yo, what's poppin' though? How is you? I don't know who you are on the Warriors Amino, but hey, how be you? What is life like? Life like. Life like.
It's breaking up really badly.
Hmm?
Oh, the chat is just breaking up really badly for me.
The chat, the Discord chat?
Well, the voice chat.
Oh. I wonder. Miss, did you do something?
I think it's just my internet.
what? What did I do, Phantom? Why am I always blamed for your problems? Why am I always blamed for everyone else's problems? Okay? I'm also everyone's personal Wikipedia for Minecraft now for some reason, and I'm always telling them, go look it up yourself. I'm tired of being your Wikipedia.
You know, I
Like,
would bother Coach. But Coach isn't around to bother as much anymore. So I'm like,
literally, in VC with some people sometimes that I usually play with, you know who I'm talking about. They'll like ask, how do you make this? I'm like, look it up yourself, or give me a minute to go look it up for you. It's like they won't look it up themselves, and I'm just sitting here like, I'm not your personal wiki.
like, in all honesty, sometimes like I understand the feeling of like needing help, because like everyone needs help. I don't like it when people like, never think that you have to take whatever you're doing upon yourself, whether it's learning how to draw, doing stuff like that's like, I know a lot of people say like art school's for chums and you don't need it to improve, but like, if you need the help, if you need an art mentor, if you need, like, honestly, like, the best thing you could do if you really want to improve is look for an art mentor. If you don't have the money for art school, if you don't, just look for someone who'd be willing to help you out. Because, like, you should never have to take anything, like, never feel like you have to do anything yourself. That's, like, a key rule in life. Never feel like you have to do it all yourself. But one of the bigger things is, I don't like those needy people who always need your help. Like, I'm always going to be like, if you need advice from me, or you want to talk, or you want me to help you out with something, I drop everything, like, okay, let's talk. Well, not drop everything, like, if I have the time and I'm just like drawing or something, like, I'll drop the drawing. Actually, I probably won't even do that. I'll just draw while we talk, because like, I seem to be getting better at that. Like, I just sit here and I'll draw and do details and stuff, and unless I'm doing something like really intense that requires like all my concentration, I can usually draw while I'm talking to people. But like, if you genuinely like need something from me, I'm always down to help out. My problem starts when you have those people who like just constantly need your help, and it makes no sense why they need your help at this point. Like, you can figure it out yourself. It's not rocket science. It's probably something that you could figure out just by looking it up. Like, when people are like, oh, how do you do X, Y, and Z in Paint Tool Sci? You do realize that, like, there's a lot of artists who use Paint Tool Sci. I'm sure there's a guide somewhere on the internet. Like, I think the only, oh, how to join the voice chat? Yeah, I have to, give me a second. I didn't notice you joined. Let me give you a role. Okay, you should be able to join now. think you can join now. Because I have to... I did it. Yeah, like, I didn't notice that... I didn't notice you joined, so I had to, like... if I saw, I would have added you, giving you a sweeping role. It's just to make sure, like, nobody random just comes in here. Because, like, especially since I'm using a one that can't expire, it'd be kind of, like, really awkward if all of a sudden, like, I had these random people who have never come to me before, ever, and they're, like, just a bot or a spammer or something. I don't want them to have access to, like, the main area where they, like, it can cause trouble. So, like, I'm doing the, I'm making sure only those with roles can access, like, the squad and the stream chat. So, the stream chat, I think it, like, Choco Bunnies, like, that's, like, for, like, streams, where it's, like, oh, we need to, like, we're actually streaming for some reason, like, that's not a big deal, but yeah. What was I talking about just now?
I have no idea.
I think I was talking about, needy people. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Like, if you need help, I don't think it's wrong for you to ever ask. But, like, when you constantly come to the same... There's some things that you have to figure out on your own. Like, whether you use the internet... Like, if you need to use the internet to look it up, no problem. No one's gonna criticize you because you had to look something up on the internet. Like, that is just the way things work. Why is Patrol Clan on my... This isn't a advertisement. It's not an advertisement.
Ugh. Oh, I see what you're talking about.
I may ask, this isn't really an advertisement as much as it is a out for my actual amino followers. If I need to remove it, I will. However, I don't really, but it's not really any different than the usual. Related to this amino and its ongoings. I don't know. I'm not a person who doesn't like Patrol Clan. I just don't like Patrol Clan. I don't know, like, in the past, things were, like, a lot more fun. Like, naturally, everywhere you go, you need rules. There has to be discipline in any community, regardless of if it's an amino or not. My problem stems from the fact that recently things have become, like, super over the top strict, where it's like, you can't breathe without having done something wrong. Like, in the past, like, literally, having hangout discords is, like, a thing that happens regularly. Like, it's not something that was newly introduced, or I'm just, like, starting a trend. It's something that's actually very common. But,
yeah.
Like, it's not like I'm sitting here spamming pointlessly. Like, I'm just like, oh, well, you know, let me sit here and cause drama. I'm just, like, legitimately, like, hey, if you guys want to hang out, this is a cool place for you guys to come talk. Like, just meet up with some people, because I'm gonna be real, the actual Warriors Amino Discord is a pain in the behind. I don't know if any of you guys saw it. It's terrible. It's unorganized. It's just... it's one of those places that I try to avoid. But
and
like,
the thing is, Patrol Clan will patrol the latest feed and stuff, but the thing I notice is they don't really patrol the featured post, and a lot of people tend to say very rude things and such on the featured post, and it's never handled.
Yeah, one thing about Patrol Clan that some people forget, like, it's not, like, they're not leaders, they're not they have no power over what gets removed or what,
Yes.
like, all they can do is send you a warning saying this goes against the guidelines. So usually when things need to be removed, it needs to go through, like, a curator or a leader, because they're not able to do anything about it. Like, they can warn you all they want, they can flag the post, they can call you out on it, but it's not, like, there's nothing they can really do about it unless you, like, unless, like, well, there's really nothing they can do about it. Like, they're just, like, they exist. Oh my god, that's terrifying. I just, like, undid, like, the multiply so I could get the proper color from my shade, but, like, oh, that was scary. But, like, they can't really do anything about it. So, like, if something shows up like that, like, sometimes I'll see, I don't know, Respect Clan notices, like, I sometimes forget Respect Clan's a thing. But, like, sometimes they'll, like, put notices there. Like, I know they exist, it's just kind of, like, one of those weird moments where it's, like, I sometimes forget what you do, because you're kind of really similar to, like, Patrol Clan. Realistically, it's just like, you were very nice, so I guess I gotta call you out. Like, not saying anything rude about the clan itself, it's a nice idea,
Yeah.
but I've always considered it more to be like, I don't know, I think it is, but I've always considered it more like a branch of Patrol Clan, because really all they're doing is, like, scouting out for rude comments, which happens everywhere, really. Can we get, like, Respect Clan and, like, Art Clan Discords and stuff like that? Like, I feel like we need them. Sometimes I feel like we need them. Because we have, like, Art Clan, I swear, like, sometimes... Huh? Mist, you're cutting out.
No.
You're cutting out just now. But, like, you have those, like, pointless critiques and...
I'm on push to talk.
Oh, you're on push to talk? That's probably why.
Yeah.
Why'd you switch over that?
Okay, so I have to leave my door open now because we got a new cat tree and it went in my room. So I have to leave my door open for the cats now.
I have the litter box.
My cousin's over in... Okay, so my cousin and my brother called me out into the living room, like, to decide on which scary movie they're gonna watch, like, The Clown or something else. I'm like, The Clown? Question mark? Like, they asked me what scary movie. I'm like, how am I supposed to know?
I don't know. Just, like, kill him, I guess.
I know.
That's just, like, that's the answer to my problems. Just, like...
Kill him.
Stab and a half. Stab and a half. Stab and 3/4. Like, I don't know. Like, legitimately, Night. Good night. That's the one thing, like, I don't like about my, like, stream time. Like, I try to, like, stream in the afternoons, because, like, early in the morning it can be kind of, like, bleh for me, because, like, I get moving really slowly. Well, I can get moving. Like, if I have something to do, I can, like, just get up and get to it. But, like, when it gets, like, on the later side of things, I just get, like, really lazy. Well, not later, but, like, the earlier it is, the more lazy I am, and the less likely I am to go through a thing. So, like, if I say I have a stream at, like, 9 a.m., it's really good for, like, a lot of people in the Amino, but, like, because it's, like, it's a, I guess, semi-reasonable time, like, where a lot of people can come out throughout the day, but, like, at the same time, I'm just not gonna have the same motivation to do it, and I may call it off, because I'm, like,
yeah.
I have to get up, because, like, I have a lot to do when before a stream starts. Like, I have to get up, I have to shower, get my, everything out of the way, eat, go, like, it's a lot of stuff to do. I think I did, like, an early morning stream once before, and it was, like, the most painful experience of my life. It was fine once it got started, but then it was, like, just getting up to that point was such a hassle, because I'm, like, I have so much to do. Not only that, you have to set up the stream, too. So I have to make sure everything's ready for when we start. There's not like all of a sudden like you can't see Paint Tool Sai, like you can't see my
Yeah.
workspace for whatever reason. Like I can't have that. That's something I have to avoid. Like there's just so much that goes into like preparing for a stream, and most of it can be done like right before a stream starts, but like I try to do it at least 20 minutes in advance to a stream. But in order to do that, I have to make sure everything else I was supposed to do is out of the way. And if there are complications, like this one stream I was doing, I couldn't get the other person, like it was like we were both supposed to be showing our screens. So we were doing Skype screen share, and I was trying to show her screen through Skype, but it wasn't working. And we're like, crap. So we're like going online and trying to Google search and figure things out. And it's like, had I done that like directly right before the stream would have never gotten, like it would have been like forever before we actually solved it, and the stream would have been late. And it's like, stress.
Yeah.
So like streams aren't as easy as they seem. They can be like a real pain. So like when I do early morning streams, because I have low motivation, like the entire process of me waking up, I'll seem conscious, but I'm not. I'll be like checking my phone, reading like a manga or something, but like I'm not fully conscious. I'm not ready to start moving yet. So I have to wait till I'm ready to start moving, and those times differ. So like once I'm ready to start moving, then I start moving and I start getting my stuff done. And like legitimately today, I don't think I actually like woke up until like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. And that was because my mom called me.
I'm usually someone who wakes up pretty early.
Yeah, like my usual wake up time is around 7 o'clock, but like I go back to sleep for whatever reason. I'm like, oh look, I went to bed at 3, I woke up at 7. Am I stupid? Like, do I have a death wish of some sort? And I just go back to sleep, and I won't wake up till like the middle of the day. Because generally I have a rule. I try to sleep like 12 hours a day, which is stupid, but I mean, it makes me happy. I like sleep. So I try to go for what makes me happy, I guess. And once it happens, I'm just like really sad. I'm like, I could have done so much more during that time I spent sleeping. I could have drawn. I could have made something happen, which is why I tried doing daily doodles, but then I had a moment and I'm like, I don't feel like drawing for like 3 days, and I come back and I can't draw at all. Which is why I'm just like finishing up art that I already started. Because I'm not 100% sure if I could like sit down and just like draw something fresh off the brain yet. But I don't think I'm gonna do. I think I'm done with this cosplay thing. I'm pretty sure I am. I mean, I don't really want to do anymore. So I guess I can like crop this. Do I have my signature on all these? Ooh, that's a good question.
They look very nice.
Thank you. I'm particularly fond of my little Tumblepaw in his jacket over there. I messed up on Ivypool. I'm really bad at drawing canon characters. Like, for future reference, I cannot draw canon characters. I can't do it. Don't ask me. I think I have a curse. It's like
Some of their appearances are just too strange or too simple.
it's not just that. It's like the world has, like, the Warriors franchise has this weird way of like making it so a certain design is like the canon design for a character. Like Ivypool, naturally, like everyone draws Ivypool practically the same. There's like a unanimous decision that this is what Ivypool looks like, and any other designs are not okay. I don't even think, like, my Ivypool design is kind of odd because I kind of make her like she kind of is thicker and more built for combat, while most people make her like lanky and
Yeah.
like people fight with me over that. Like I think I had an entire like argument with this guy who was like so angry that I drew Ivypool like the way I do, and I'm like, it's just a cat, man. It's just a cat from a book. Does it really matter?
And honestly, it's the artist's style too. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I really suck at making cats skinny. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I like try, and then I'm like, what? You want a cat that's like not gigantic and floofy? I don't know how to do that. That's like physically outside of my range of imagination. I'm sorry. I can't make that happen. Oh wait, I didn't do his little writing that says who he's supposed to be. I have to look up what his name is. Oopsies. But yeah, like, I try to stay, like, I think one of the hardest problems with, like, these characters in general is, like, how annoying it is to, like, follow some of these designs. It's like, oh, this character is, like, this absurd color scheme style, and it's, like, really hard to replicate, and then you, like, look at the what's it called? The wiki for help, and it's like, the wiki has, like, I don't even know what's wrong with those sprites. Those sprites are completely unhelpful.
Yeah, they are.
It's like, the designs look weird, and they're awkward, and it's like, I don't know what you want me to do here. Partridge. I have terrible handwriting. I apologize. I wish my handwriting was nice. Like, I always dreamed of having nice handwriting. Is that a weird dream?
I mean, I've dreamed of it too.
I think everyone does.
Like, I just see these people, and they have, like, the nicest, like, fancy handwriting, and it's so pretty, and I'm like, I want to draw like you. But I can't. And, like, well, not draw. Well, I have those moments, too. But, like, I just, like, okay. But, like, I long to write like them, and I changed my handwriting style a bit, because I saw this one awesome style, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna try to write like that. And it didn't work. My handwriting just got really tiny and hard for other people to read. And my mom yelled at me.
Yeah, I used to have like really tiny handwriting to where it was hard to see and like the letters were smushed together. Ugh.
Yeah. I mean, I try to avoid, like, having those weird, awkward moments where I'm like, oh, hey, yeah, by the way, this is my handwriting. Sorry that you can't read anything that it says. I try my best to avoid those awkward moments, but I feel like it just happens. It's just like, you know, I tried, it just didn't work. Okay, so let me save this as a PNG first. And what am I going to call it? We're going to go to my temporary art, and we're going to call it Cosplay Full. That wasn't proper, but whatever. That's not English, but I'm going to pretend that it was English, so it makes me feel better. How to fix all your problems, pretend.
Oh.
I'm joking. Don't take that seriously. I swear, there's some people who take, like, my stupid advice seriously, and I'm like, no, why are you doing this?
Oh my god.
Like, it is such a struggle, because I'm like, I need you to understand that I wasn't serious when I said that, but, like, you're taking this really seriously, and I'm scared. Like, I'm afraid some parent's gonna contact me. It's like, what did you do to my child? I'm like, I'm sorry. She committed murder and said that you told her to do it. I didn't tell anyone to kill anyone.
Oh.
It's like, I didn't tell any child to kill anyone. Like, what? That was your child's decision, not mine.
True.
Like, it's, like, so scary, because, like, I'll just say, like, I don't think about what I say until I say it. So, like, I'll just say something like, oh, yeah, this sounds like a good idea. And, like, like, most of my friends don't take me seriously. But then you have, like, those people who, like, hear me say it and they've never met me before. And they're like, she's so wise. I should take her advice. No, don't do that. They, like, tell me, like, they're like, oh, yeah, I told my parents this the other day. And I'm like, what? Why did you tell them that? Like, that I wasn't being serious. I didn't mean get yourself killed. But they'll, like, do it. And I'm just like, see, I can't take credit for this because I didn't mean that seriously. Why do you take everything I say as literal? I don't believe you. Oh, no, we can't. Well, right now it says you're muted, Moon, but I don't know. Let me...
Like, does it work now?
Yeah, I hear you now. What's
Yeah.
poppin', though? I need to come
Yeah,
up with
because
a
my
different
phone
catchphrase.
is like on my graph tablet,
Oh my
so it's really far away.
I see.
All I hear is Mr. Clown.
What?
What?
What even is that?
Okay.
What?
Oh, okay, so that's my brother and cousin out in the living room. Because remember, I told you how they asked me to pick out a scary movie for them?
Uh-huh.
I chose something called The Clown.
Oh.
Clown senpai, don't leave me.
Phantom, no. Go away. Go away.
I'm a terrible person.
Go away. I'm leaving.
No, miss, I'm sorry.
I'm leaving.
No,
Family.
please.
I'm leaving this family.
No, don't leave me. I love you, miss. Don't leave me. I'll cry. Wait, did she leave? Yo, I think she left. I'm not looking at the thing right now, but, like, I think she left. Did she leave?
It says she's still here.
Missed! You tricked me! Hold up. I'm trying to find... There it is. The hardest thing is actually, like, transferring anything I draw over to the Amino. I swear. Like, I just want to draw things and feel happy about it.
Yeah.
But that's not possible because I have to, like, go through, like, leaps and bounds to, like, make it happen. I'm like, okay, so I have the art. So now I have to go and I have to get it from my, Discord thing that I use for transferring over all my art. And I have to download them on... I swear, my phone's gonna, like, explode one of these days. It's just, like, stop downloading all this art. And I never remove it. I always forget to remove it. And I'm like, crap.
Oh my gosh. Same.
Oh my god, that's
Yeah.
adorable! That's so cute!
That's that was my second anthro attempt for my sound.
Oh.
I'm telling you, like, I'm so bad at anthros. I am so bad. Anything that has human shape, I suck at it. I, like, did something the other
I
day.
mean, I literally just drew the sketch on my phone and then somehow I drew the sketch on my phone, so I went on my computer and finished it.
Hold up. I have, like, this one picture. I never made it a PNG. Don't ask me why. I just didn't. Like, I started it. It was supposed to be, like... Because I haven't drawn in, like, a very long time. Like, in a good couple days, at least. And, like, last night, I was like, okay, I have an inspiration. Let me go ahead and try to draw. Export as PNG. And, like...
That's not that bad.
You see it on the stream?
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it was like something that was just like, okay,
That's cute.
let me get my life together. And I attempted something like, my friend has like this adorable, she does this, adorable little, sort of like RPG comic kind of thing. And it's sort of like one of those things where, you choose your own adventure, where it's like you send in request for what you want them to do, and they respond to like your request or whatever. But Dusk, your handwriting is actually really nice. Mine's like gross and cross.
My handwriting is gross. Well, just bad and smushed together. and we aren't talking about that incident ever again.
Oh my
And
god.
I will seriously kill you and leave this chat forever if you pull that picture up.
I won't. I wasn't even doing that. I'm trying to figure out which one of the Art Fest, like, they stopped featuring the Art Fest challenge things, so you can never find them. Like, how do you expect us to participate in this if we don't know where it is?
Did they have a hashtag?
They do, but it's like, you have to remember, like, there's all of ArtClan are, like, posting for their, on there, so I have to...
Yes, you have to scroll through it.
It's, like, such a pain. Like, I want to, like... And another thing is, like, the Art Fest thing is mandatory. Like, you can get a strike on your account if you don't do it.
Really?
Yeah.
The heck?
It's like
you can get a strike for not doing it.
Yeah,
that's messed up.
This is our monthly. Like, we have ArtClan monthlies, and monthly we have something that we have to do. So for this, we have to at least participate in one of these events. And I'm like, what if I'm busy? Like, so far I've only been able to, this is my second one I've been able to participate in.
YES?
Inkpaw. I'm deaf, deal with me. This is complicated. Like, I'm searching right now for the, so I know what the challenge, like, there it is. Heart Blood Rose posted it. It's... Yo, I felt so bad for the Larks. Like, the Larks got for the third challenge. Theirs is, like, you have to draw their, like, a warrior's character as a magical schoolgirl or boy. And I'm like... we got it.
What? That's
we got
cool.
so... Like, I can't.
You know, this is a really bad squad. I don't appreciate it.
You know what? Shut up, Coach.
Hi, Coach. Hi, Coac.
You know what? I think this is really rude, and you're not welcoming me, so I'm just gonna leave.
No, Coach, I'm sorry.
Coach, stay.
No.
Phantom, look what you did. You scared off Coac.
Coach is a butt.
You're rude.
No, do you know Coach came in the stream earlier?
I know.
And was like, Fox and I are just chilling here, and it's like, oh, you know, comes in, wants a boneless pizza, leaves. It's like, what? Like, this is why I fight with you. Like,
okay. So I think I know why. It's because a certain someone that starts with a P won't freaking deliver him a pizza. He won't give him a pizza.
I mean, hell, like, one day...
Coach really wants a pizza, but he won't give it to him.
One day, I'm telling you, like, one of these days, I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna, like, send somebody something. I don't care, like, I might, like, order a pizza for somebody. Just like, yo, here's your pizza. Just sign off on it. It's yours. Have a pizza. I think my dad did that once. He, like, ordered pizza in exchange. Like, he wanted me to watch a football game, and I was like, I don't want to watch I'm not fond of football, so I'm like, I don't want to. And he's like, well, I'll buy you a pizza if you do. And I'm like, shh, dropped everything, sits in front of that TV till the pizza comes, eats it while watching it. Oh crap, what's today? Oh wow, I legitimately just barely made the deadline for this. The cosplay challenge. It is like, the deadline is today. Oops.
No, it's not. It's on Sunday.
Huh?
Like, on the master post, it says it's on the 13th, so...
On the post Heart Blood Rose made for the cosplay thing, it says that it ends on the 11th. I don't know.
What?
In all honesty, like, just between those of us on the stream right now, I feel like the Art Fest thing was kind of sloppily made. Like, it was thrown together. Because, like, it's sort of like because with the, what's it called? The Amino Olympics, they already had all the events planned out. Like, they had it planned out what day it was going to go up. And here you have them, like, trying to figure out what the next challenge is supposed to be. It's like, bro, I'm trying. Just post the challenge. Post it for me. And then now that it stopped being featured, I can never find any of them. I just have to wait till somebody tells me that it's been posted.
Yeah, that sucks.
What is the next challenge? Like the challenge 4?
It's about animals.
Oh, it was like the you choose the mythical creature, I did see that. Okay.
Or just like an animal that lives in your country. Oh, I think that part was removed because so many people complained that their country was so boring and that there were no colorful, sparkly animals there. I don't know.
I mean, America kind of...
Okay, I'm calling because I'm here to try again.
Welcome, Coach.
Hi, Quack.
That's a warmer welcome.
Hello.
Shut up.
Do you want me to buy you a boneless pizza?
Yeah. I told you to get that down to Albuquerque 4 hours ago. Where is it?
Well, I don't know where to send it.
I just told you where to send it.
That's Albuquerque is a wide area. It's not a specific place.
Well, you just gotta put it anywhere in Albuquerque and I'll pick it up. But like, you didn't put it there.
What the hell? I can just put it just on the ground.
On the edge. You could even put it on the border of Albuquerque and whatever else is there, and it'll work.
That sounds terrible. You just drop a pizza, just like drops a pizza and leaves.
Yep, and then it's gone the next day.
It's like, I did. I put it right there.
No, you didn't. Liar, you've been on the stream the entire time.
You're right. You're not wrong.
So you're that's very gay, right?
That's pretty gay.
Right?
That's pretty gay, I'm not gonna lie.
Right? Noah, Gianna,
You're right.
That's really gay. Right? No, not me.
You are gay.
I'm back.
Welcome back. You got here just in time for like Coac to come in, but Coac left.
Woo, I tripped.
There are so many. I swear, there are like so many curator applications on like these aminos. They're just like.
What you want? Let me get a pizza with a.
Oh my god.
Oh.
What?
My mom was showing me some mind trick things.
Dope. I unfortunately am really bad at mind tricks. I'm just really good at ranting. Unfortunately. Why is that my only talent? I don't even think that's a talent. I think that's something I should feel ashamed of.
I rant a lot too, so.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I rant a lot in June.
ranting is fun. Realistically.
I mean, I guess that's why I'm in Rant Clan.
Yo, you are a Rant Clan squad, man. Yo. I am, like, so inactive there.
To me, a lot of our rants are just analysis now.
Oh my god. This is something I said, like, literally, I was ranting with Fox about that when the stream started. That, like, it started, like, when we started taking things from Prompt Clan. Literally, what we're writing now isn't rants. It's legitimately just, we're writing...
Analysis.
Glorified essays. Because they'll sit there and it's like, here's the prompt. You have to hit these points. Why do you feel this way? Why, explain other things, all these things thrown up. I feel like I'm writing a paper in high school. Like, I graduated. Leave me alone. Like, this isn't supposed to be, I'm sorry, I didn't know I joined Essay Clan. I thought I joined Rant Clan, where I can just, like, sit here, like, back in the day, I'll tell you, I think the very first rant prompt that we had in Rant Clan was, it was forbidden relationships, where you got to choose your forbidden relationship and you could rant on it. You could rant on all of them if you really wanted to, but we could just sit there, and I'm telling you, I sat my behind down and I went ahead and I ranted. I was like, here you go. This is the answers to X, Y, Z. Screw these guys. And that was like my rant for that time. And then you have like these problems. Like, now all of a sudden it's just such a hassle. Like, I don't feel motivation to rant because I feel like I'm just doing an essay. Nobody likes essays. There's a reason why all of us can't wait to get out of high school, because we have to write essays all the time.
Yes.
Like,
our weekly for this one was literally just to explain what impact Tiger Star had on everyone.
Yeah, like I stopped paying attention to them really. Like the most recent rant I did was like on Ashfur. I don't even know why I did it. I was just like, this is a thing. And it happened. Hashtag AC Fest Owls. There we go. Challenge 4 has been uploaded. Yay! But like, for as much as like I enjoy like ranting, it's like ranting can only really be fun if you're like if you just let the topic flow through you. I don't like it that I'm being forced to hit specific topics because like my rants are generally longer than I guess you could call the recommended length. Like generally they're like, oh well, you don't want to write a really long rant because no one's going to read it, but it's like I want to explain my reasoning. I want to talk. I want to rant. That's what I do. Like I just like yeah, they may be long and drawn out, but I get my point across pretty well. Like usually I cover as many points, counter arguments, etc. as I can, and from there, you know, owls are not traitors. Shut up.
Oh.
But like, I enjoy, like, I just enjoy ranting, and I enjoy, like, just explaining, like, if you say, like, okay, this is the argument against why Ashford, like, giving, pity for why Ashford does a certain thing, I'm gonna hit that topic. I'm gonna cover it, and I'm gonna explain my reasoning for it, and I'm gonna be like, screw you, I hate Ashford. Like, I'm gonna try my best to, like, hit everything that I can, instead of just basically, like, the rants that I see a lot, sometimes they're even featured. It's literally like, I don't like this character, because X, Y, and Z. There's no real detail, no real explanation. It's just like, the explanation they give is really vague and doesn't cover many topics, and it's really easy to argue on. And it's like, you know, like, granted, we're not Debate Clan, but we have a tendency to, like, argue in the comment section of other people's rants. And, like, it's very rare that I get people who challenge, like, I don't get, like, 50 people who challenge my arguments, because I cover them as well as I can. You know, granted, I'm not always going to end up with the best ones, obviously. Like, they're not always going to be great, they're not always going to be perfect, sometimes they're not going to make as much sense, but I always try to cover them as detailed as I can. And it's really hard when I have to hit certain particular points, because that just extends my rant, because sometimes they're just like topics that shouldn't even be in that prompt, where it's like, oh, we're talking about Firestar and our feelings towards Firestar, but we also have to talk about his impact on the clan. That doesn't make sense, because now all of a sudden we're expanding. Now that can be a completely different rant all on its own. You know, how Firestar changed the clans, how he impacted, how he changed things up, how he affected the other 4 clans. Like, all of that could be in a completely different rant, and I could make it equally as long as the original rant. But you're extending this, and you're making it a lot harder to just focus on what I'm doing. Like, I could make a 5-page essay on some of the, possibly even longer than that, on these prompts that I'm being given, but I don't want to sit there and write that. I'm in college. I have to write that anyway. Why am I writing it on a bunch of cats killing each other? Like, for real. Why am I doing this? And, you know, no one can ever offer me a proper explanation for why, but they still expect me to do it, and I'm like, I want to, don't get me wrong, I really do, but it's just like, it takes too much time and effort, and it's just like, it drains my motivation for Rant Clan. Like, I love it so much, I do, but I just want to be able to just live and rant as I please. And then you get, like, a crap ton more rants from me. Because, like, when I did that Ashfur rant that I did recently, oh my god. I, like, sat there for, like, a good 2 hours. Just, like, going over the information, compiling my ideas, and just going in for it. And I was really proud of the result. I was. But, like, when I try to do, like, usually, like, when I do anything related to the prompts nowadays, I just do, like, a vocal 11-minute rant. Like, it's not particularly, like, usually it's mostly me sitting there, like, this is so stupid, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm just not motivated for it. And, you know, I try. I do want to try, and I do want to make things happen, but it's hard when I can't talk about what I want to talk about. I don't know. Rank sucks. Ugh. Hold up. I have to grab my phone charger because my phone's dying. No! I just hurled myself across my room. Like, just onto my bed. Just so I could grab this charger. Like, yeah, like, I don't know, like, I feel like minor changes could be made to make Rank Clan better.
Yeah, agreed.
Because, like, I don't think that it needs any huge improvements. It doesn't need to, like, become some sort of completely new, I don't know, clan. It just, like, needs to take a step back. Because it's become something that's not Rant Clan, and it feels really awkward, and I don't want to rant.
And a lot of our members are very extremely inactive, and they like find any excuse they can to just escape the rants. And sometimes,
yeah, I run. We had this whole idea that Nova had, which was we create groups for like the younger members, where we sort of like give them training in like these groups. The first problem with the groups was there aren't enough people in Rant Clan to split into the amount of groups that we had. So really it was no different than like if we did one-on-one training, like gave a warrior and a Rant Clan warrior an apprentice and called it a day. But then on top of that, like my group is the Peridot group with Foxclaw, and both of our apprentices are apparently on hiatus, but they've been on hiatus for like 2 months now from ranting. And I'm like, we can't force them to rant. Like, obviously, if they're on hiatus, they're on hiatus. That's just how it is. But like, it can be really frustrating because it's like, how do you, like, I understand you want something to be done, but sometimes there has to be a point where we take into consideration that maybe we need, like, hiatuses are all well and good, but you can't just constantly ignore that people aren't doing things, if you know what I mean. Like, like, one of the bigger things, like, I used to be, the only reason I did my rants, like, followed the topics and tried to make sure I got things done, was because I was under the threat of being kicked out of Rant Clan. Like, that was the, like, I didn't want to be kicked out, so I'm like, okay, let me not do this. But you can be inactive all you want in Rant Clan, and they're not kicking you out. Like, legitimately, I don't even think anyone gets a notice. Because,
like, three-fourths of the Ice Division is very inactive. Like, extreme.
Yeah, like, I want to talk in the
and
Ice
then
Division.
The rest just find any excuse they can.
Yeah, because, like, I visited the Fire Division when it was first created, and I don't know if it's still, like, the same, but, like, when it first went up, it was very active. People talked. People were excited in the Fire Division to do things, but the Ice Division was already affected by the crazy that went down before. Like, we all knew how this whole thing worked. It was a lot of senior members who had been there for a while and already knew, like, the clan is kind of iffy. And one of the bigger problems I've also noticed is, like, a lot of the leadership team was made out of people who weren't older members. Like, some people, like, you'd be there for, like, a few days and you'd be promoted to, like, medicine cat or deputy, but there were people who had been there since the beginning who, like, Heartglow was one of the OG members. Why are they only the Ice Division captain?
Agreed.
Like, they're really good at what they do, and they work hard for it. Like, I don't understand why they haven't been promoted to a higher rank. But like, all these other people, like, I know, a lot of them joined after we became official. Like, in the joining, like, immediately after we became an official clan, a lot of people joined. I know, Duck Feather, I think that's their name, they joined after we became official. I think Inspector Spenda either joined just before we became official or just after, but I like Inspector Spenda, so that's not a problem. But
Yes.
like, a lot of these people I didn't even know, but they just came in and they just like took over Rant Clan, and it stopped being like, because like a lot of people don't know this, but Rant Clan used to be run as a group. Like, it was a community decision kind of group where, like, if we, you know, Nova would ask for our opinions and come up, you know, we work together as a clan to come up with ideas. But now it's become more of like a strictly leadership oriented clan that doesn't feel like welcome, like Production Clan. I love Production Clan. You can come up with an idea and Rain will listen to your idea and give you feedback, and heck, it might even become an official project for Production Clan if, you know, it's a good idea. And you'll be given credit. You might even get to lead, like, you'll probably get to lead it since it was your idea. Like, you know, it's a very open community where everyone has an opportunity to have a voice. Rant Clan doesn't do that anymore. It used to, but now it doesn't. Now, you know, we come up with ideas and we discuss, like, with the training group thing. I think, like, all of the people in the actual chat didn't agree with the way the training group was gonna work, but Nova was like, we'll just do it my way. Your co-leader and your deputy just told you that they didn't agree with the way things were going, and you just ignored them? Like, what's the point of a leadership team then? Granted,
I feel like Nova just goes straight on with her ideas and doesn't get opinions from others much.
Yeah, it's one of those things, like, I understand, like, as a leader, you want to lead. That's natural. But, like, sometimes you have to remember that a clan isn't, like, just a clan to exist, if you know what I mean. Like, it is a group that is put together by those with similar ideals. We're all Rant Clan. Not just you.
Yes.
We're all Rant Clan. So everyone's opinion matters in any clan, whether it's Art Clan, Writing Clan, any clan, every member's opinion should matter because that's a clan. You're supposed to be a group. Think about warriors. If somebody doesn't agree with stuff, they're heard out at least. If they question a decision, an explanation is given. And whether, you know, they get things go the way they want or not, at least they're listened to. And it's like, that's how you improve a clan. By listening to every member. Every member's advice, no matter how small, can improve the clan. And you don't really get that, if you know what I mean. Like, in a lot of the way Rant Clan works, you don't get that same feeling. There's a lot of singularity where, you know, not everyone has a voice. A lot of people have to, you know, just suffer with the way things work. And if we don't agree with it, okay, you can leave.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, I know a lot of my close friends I've made in Rant Clan have left simply because they just got tired of not, you know, it just doesn't feel like the way it used to. And it sucks because, like, the OG members were hilarious. I love them. But, like, nowadays it's like the only people who are active are newer members, and usually they have some sort of short conversation and it's over. I want to go back to the days where we had long conversations, where we could just sit here and talk about something stupid. Like, we could legitimately probably rant about fidget spinners for like 5 hours and like nobody would question. But like, it's hard to go back to the way, like, it's a lot easier to change things in comparison to, or keep things the same way they are, rather than like go back or change things. Like, I just messed that up. It's a lot easier to keep things the way they are than it is to change them. Whether it's go back to the way things were before, or you know, like, change isn't always welcome. And a lot of the times, you know, once somebody makes a change, once somebody makes a decision, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, once that change happens, it's really, really difficult to change it unless, you know, something else changes first. And
the chat is like very bland. Nothing really happens anymore.
yeah, that's another reason why I like the concept of like Discord chats for them, because like we can voice chat. I don't need to like I don't need to text chat, because like I talk a lot more. By the way, Foxclaw, will anyone take why are people asking that?
Yeah, they keep asking it.
Like, I hate power-hungry people. I'm sorry. Like, I understand ambition and all that, but I hate power-hungry people. I hate it when people immediately are, like, asking about leadership and blah, blah, blah. Like, shh. We all know. We know. Like, just let it happen. It'll happen when it happens. And if you get a position, okay. If you don't, shut up. I don't know. Like, I think the reason why I get so passionate about Rant Clan is it is, like, it was my first clan. Like, I joined it when it first started out. You know, like, it was, like, the beginning of my entire amino experience. Crap, my mom's calling me. 1 second. Yellow. Hey. Yeah.
No.
Well,
Ooh, macaroni and cheese. Alright, I'm back.
Alright.
Back.
Thank you. Oh my god. Art is stressful. Art is so stressful. Clans are stressful. The amino is stressful. Everything's stressful. Huh. That was weird. Okay. I can't seem to be able to draw. I don't know what I'm trying to draw, but I'm trying to draw something and it's not working. Yeah, I'll figure it out eventually. But yo, like, what else? What is there to talk about that we haven't like
I
screamed
have
about already?
no absolute idea.
How has life been treating you? How about that one?
I don't know.
Have you fixed the problem
school.
with the clown?
I don't know. I think they went outside to play basketball now. Because it got quiet in the house.
They kind of have short-tracked minds, don't they?
Well, I think they finished the movie and then they went outside to play ball.
That's a mess. I can't. Like, I don't know. You have too much activity in your life. Like me,
I don't.
You do, because you always have something happening. Like, your family is crazy.
Okay, listen. Activity-wise, if you mean something's like always bothering me, then yes. But otherwise,
yes, that is what I meant. Yeah, I think the funniest moments are like when you just randomly leave and we hear you like screaming at something in the background.
Shush.
Like, what? Like, it is like one of those...
Like, even if I close my door, you can still hear my mother screaming at me.
Usually, I can't even hear your mother. It's you. It's just like, you just hear Mist, and we're just all sitting here, and we're like, yo, like, Mist is fighting. Mist has gone to war. I'm not sure when Mist will return, but, you know, wish you luck on your endless battle.
I silently just flip her off and say, fuck you.
I think
Leave
that's
me
like
alone.
every child. Realistically. Like, if you're being real with yourself, I'm pretty sure every child does that. Like, not even children. Because I still do it. Like, once the parents start, it's like parental advisory activated. And it's like, crap. The hardest thing, I think, is like to listen to it. Like, listen to the rants and like go on and like sometimes you can argue back. Sometimes you can't. You gotta pick and choose your battles. You know, some battles you should definitely not fight because you'll probably die. And then there's like, well, I can't even say that because recently, like, the battles have become really, really plain and boring. Like, I hear about people's fights. They're like, my parents said I can't, like, they took away my phone for, like, getting an F. Not even, like, an F. It's like, they took away their phone because they, like, were doing, like, it's something, like, really, really stupid that you know you had no business doing in the first place. And it's like, what? Why are you, it's like, I didn't tell my parents that I was doing X, Y, and Z and I got in trouble for it. Yeah, normal people get in trouble for that. Like, there was this one that I heard that, like, blew me. So, this person's parents, like, they're okay with the amino, but they're not okay with them having, like, social media in general, which is a normal parent thing. Like, when you're young, they usually don't want you, like, in those situations, because it can be dangerous. The only site they were allowed on was the amino. They make a Twitter account without their parents' knowledge. And their mom they're like, my mom is taking away my phone, but she didn't specifically say I couldn't get on Twitter. She said no social media. What? If she said no social media, why do you assume you're not going to get in trouble for making a Twitter account? I'm like, sometimes I feel like you brought this on yourself. You knew that your mother wasn't allowing you to get on social media, but you made the decision to do it especially without your parents' knowledge. Like, you knew that was coming. You knew it. You knew you were going to get in trouble for it, and now you're, like, mad and blaming your parents for something that you brought on yourself. Like, I don't know. Why do you want me to pity you? Like, I fight with these people. They, like, so want me to pity them and feel bad, but I can't. I'm physically incapable of feeling bad for them because they brought it on themselves. Like, yeah. Now, things like, oh, well, I wanted to, like, I spoke to my friend and I got in trouble for that. I'd be like, what? Why? Or I stayed, like, I spent an extra 10 minutes outside when I was supposed to go home at this time, but I didn't see the time, and now I'm, like, in huge trouble. Okay, maybe then I'd be like, okay, I got it. But, like, recently, the problems that people have been having have been, like, absurdly simplistic. Like, what happened to the times where, like, when you got in trouble for, like, the dumbest of reasons? Like, I got in trouble, it's even worse because, like, people are always talking about, I got my stuff taken away. Okay, I got my butt whooped. Tell me which one's worse. You lost your access to the internet. Okay, read a book. Like, my mom used to say it was so hard. She used to say it's so hard to punish me because I was, like, that butt child who, like, you could take anything away from me you wanted, but, like, I'd find some way to, like, entertain myself. It's like, okay, I'm gonna take away all your toys. Goes and reads a book. What are you supposed to do? Tell me I can't read a book? Like, what parent can tell their child not to read a book? It's like, you can't really do anything about that. So all of a sudden I became, like, that terrible child that my mother just didn't know what to do with. So she's like, okay, we're just going back to beating her behind because normal punishments don't work on you. I'm like, that's literally how you have to be about it. You just gotta, like, accept it. You did something wrong. 9 times out of 10, you probably deserved it.
Yeah.
So, just roll with it. I hear all these punishments, and it's like, they're not that bad, considering sometimes the severity of what these people do. It's like, oh, I killed a guy. What? Why are you, what? Like, I bullied this teenager, and I'm like getting what? You're just getting you're getting your phone taken away. You realize you could get like jail time or something for this stuff. Like, I stole from a supermarket.
Some people act innocent when they're really not.
They really aren't. I swear. Like, especially some of these heathens on the Amino. I swear, there's some heathenous individuals here.
Meow.
Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. There's a lot of them who are just up to no good. It's like, oh, you were the sweetest angelic being of them all. Then you find out, like, they killed a guy. And you're like, oh, crap. Like, I mean, hopefully none of them killed a guy. I pray that no one runs into somebody that killed someone. That sounds kind of scary. But, like, you'll see, like, you find the craziest people on the Amino, like, regular art thieves who think they're justified in their actions, and you got, like, the people, like, and they'll have, like, these whole group of friends, and it's like, how do you just accept the guy just, like, stole this guy's art? Or, like, not even that, like, there's like these people who are like, oh, well, he's like a bully, but we're friends with him anyway. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I've seen like groups of friends just run into public chats and just start bullying people. It's disgusting.
What? That's a thing?
Yeah, that is a thing. I've even seen, like, I think the weirdest thing I've ever seen was, like, this guy who was, like, straight up, like, bashing homosexuals.
Oh, God.
Just because they wanted to.
Fuck?
In a group chat, in a public chat. And it wasn't until people outside of the chat reported it that anything was done. Like, you just sat there and dealt and took that blow. They're like, God wouldn't want this. And it's like, why aren't you, like, doing anything about this? Like, why aren't you reporting this guy? They're like, oh, we didn't want our chat taken down. Screw the chat! The guy's sitting here, like, bashing people, and you're just okay with this?
Exactly.
Like, I'm like, I don't know.
God.
Like, what
I had no idea.
Yeah, this place is, like, full of heathens. Don't believe the hype. And then it's like, oh my god, I can't even get started on, like, the amount of people who, like, self-diagnose everything and blame everything they do on some sort of disorder. It's like, I have panic attacks, and being around this person gives me panic attacks, so I'm gonna have to leave the Amino. You realize they're not doing anything to you. They're just existing. What's wrong with you? Like, I've heard bad things. My friend had a bad experience with them, so now I have panic attacks about them every day. What?
No.
That's a thing?
And like when people give their accounts, like, a depression aesthetic.
Oh,
and
God.
it's like they want pity and everything.
Oh, God. Like, then I unfollow them because I just hate getting all these messages in my feed and, like, I don't want to live anymore and blah, blah, blah.
Like it makes it so difficult to just be sad. Like, can I just be sad? There are times where I just want to be upset. Like, I have days where I'm just upset and I don't really feel up to being happy that particular day. And I can't just I can't just bask in my own pity because somebody has gone around and they're like, now it's like, I'm just like, I'm not feeling too hot. And everyone's like, are you okay? Please, it's okay. I'm always here to talk to you. I'm like, dude, I just said that I'm not feeling well. I didn't say that I'm committing suicide. Like, what? It's like,
oh my god.
It's like,
I hate people like that.
Yeah, like, I understand, like, it's just, like, and it's not even these people's fault. It's just, like, there's so many people nowadays who just go around and over-glorify, disorders. And it's like, these are serious situations. Like, if this guy is suicidal, that's not funny. That's not something for you to joke about or take advantage of. That's something to seriously be worried about. But you're, like, sitting here and bragging about the fact that you're like, what? Why do you assume that this is okay?
And it's like not something I think you should be carrying like out into the internet. I think you should be like seeing a professional about it and not being like, yo, I'm so depressed, suicidal, but I don't want to talk about it, but I want to shout it out to the world and into every chat and to everyone.
Yeah, like
Some
I'm
people
one of those.
flaunt it.
Like one thing, like I'm not a person who's against support clan at all. Like I think it's a decent idea, but it like brings to light the biggest problem I see all the time, and it's like constantly shouting out your problem. Like some things really need to be handled by a professional. You cannot just go to some random person you met on the internet and expect them to solve your problems. That's not there are people who are actually paid for that, and that's why, generally you're going to have friends. Like, I'm more willing to talk to one of my friends about, like, something that's going wrong in my life than I am, like, just some random support clan member. And it's like, I don't hate support clan. I don't have anything against them, but, like, support clan are humans too. Not only that, they're not certified to handle those situations.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you have so many people who have been attacked by support clan members. Because that's a thing. Support clan members go on a rampage. They're angry about something. I don't know, but they just get mad and take their anger out on the person they're supposed to be helping.
Whoa, I've never heard them do that.
Yeah, it happens. It happens a lot.
I haven't heard of that either.
It happens a lot. To be completely honest, it's something that you see. Like, I've seen like tons of screenshots and like just of somebody who's gone to support clan seeking actual help, and all they got was like some hateful person. And it's like, support clan, like, you see a bunch of people like, support clan aren't bad, and it's like, you're right, but you can't ignore that there are bad people in the clan. You can't ignore that not everyone who gets in belongs there.
Exactly.
Like, some of these people are like gods. They're saints. They're like the sweetest people ever, and they deserve all the candy in the world. Like, legitimately, they're just really, really nice. And then you have like the people who aren't as nice, and the people who aren't as friendly, and the people who cause more problems than do good. And it's like, they're not bad people necessarily, they're just not certified to be handling these situations. And because these aren't things that they're meant to be taken care of, they respond badly to them. They don't know how to handle it, and you end up with this whole nother unnecessary situation where you got people who are upset, or somebody's threatening to kill themselves because they received someone who wasn't ready for that. They weren't prepared to go in and handle these situations, or they just might have just been having a bad day. It's like one of those things where, there are things that need to be, there's a reason why we have people who get paid for dealing with your issues. Like, it's not just something they do to make money. It's also because you can't have some random stranger diagnose you or give, advice, because sometimes they just don't know what they're doing. They think they do, but they don't.
Yeah.
And that can sometimes make things even worse. Like, of all things, I'd want help from a friend, like someone I know I can trust and someone who I get along with, because then I don't have to worry about this person judging me, or have to worry about like having to deal with an aftershock, or like people who don't understand what I'm going through, or trying to explain what I'm feeling to somebody who just genuinely doesn't get it. Like, I can't tell somebody, oh, I feel weird, or like without them looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, if you know like my normal behavior, and I don't genuinely act that way, you'll understand it a lot better than someone who has never spoken to me before in my life. If you know what I mean.
Agreed.
So it's like, I'm not against support clan. I'm just saying that, like, it's a, especially nowadays that everyone's like self-diagnosing. That's a thing that's become overly popular here on the Amino. And it's like, everyone's coming up like, I'm depressed. No, you're not. You're just sad. You're having a bad day. Because like, depression is completely different from just having a bad day, or a bad week, or a bad month. Like, it's not the same thing. Because you can have bad times. Like, I think about like 70% of people had a bad year in 2016.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
it
just
could
like,
be.
what are you saying?
Hmm?
You're saying something?
Yeah, I like sometimes saying something, but I don't know how loud I am or something.
Oh no, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, but I can understand the like why people come up with the concept that I feel like I have like sometimes these people are right and they do have a problem, but if you think that there's something wrong, go to a doctor. Have them diagnose
Yeah.
it for you. Have them take care of it because you can only do so much here. Like for as much as we all wish that there was something that we could do, we can't. We can try, but we're probably going to fail because the only person who knows what you're going through the best is you. And if you genuinely think that something's wrong, I can't help you with that. I can give you medication to help you. I can't uh, give you a regimen that could possibly turn your life around. Like the most I can do is a Google search. Like I don't know what you expect from people who have zero experience in this situation. Like that's why there's people who get paid to help you, give you the results that you're looking for. I can't do that for you. And you're not doing yourself a favor by being mean to the entire community because you feel like there's something wrong.
Yeah, but I think if you're like young, like 11 or 12, you don't really have that perspective on the world. Like, you're not like, oh, I'm feeling bad, so I'm gonna see a doctor. You're like, oh, I'm feeling bad, so I'm gonna tell people about it. Or,
Yeah, like there's this
yeah.
chat like Miss and I don't know if you're still in it, Miss, but you know what I'm talking about. Where there's like a bunch of these young people, like they are really young, haven't experienced the world, haven't felt reality, and they like come up, they're like depressed. There are so many things that are wrong with them. They have like so many issues that they need to get figured out, and it's like they're always talking about how terrible the world. I'm like, you haven't lived yet. You haven't experienced
Yes.
dang near anything. And you're sitting here talking about how you're everything's wrong, the world's a terrible place. Like you haven't experienced anything. You haven't experienced the goods in life. You don't understand that there are goods and there are bads. Sometimes there's going to be more bads than goods. That's just how life is. But you can't just sit there and like these people are like ready to kill themselves because their life sucks so badly, but you haven't experienced life, so how are you going to sit here and say that it's that bad?
Yeah.
And granted, some people just really have sucky lives. I'm not saying that's not a thing. That's true. That's just the truth, the sad truth of life. Sometimes you're just going to have good days and sometimes you're going to have bad days, but you know, you just have to come to terms with the fact that you're just not everything stems from a disorder, or you having bad luck, or it's just like, I don't know, like I just feel like the people here on the Amino need to take a step back and really rethink a lot of their decisions, because sometimes, and it's even worse when like older members act like that.
Yes.
Yeah, because they should act as like role models and
Like granted, I don't think naturally not every older member should feel like pressured for them to act a certain way. We all have our own circumstances and different people may act different ways because of whatever. But when I see them acting like straight up children that have had no home training, I'm like, and then like a lot of them have the nerve to complain when younger members start acting up. It's like, a lot of the time, like, monkey see, monkey do is a thing. I know a lot of people pretend like it isn't, but it is. And when somebody people look up to acts a certain way, other people are going to act that way. If you have a really popular artist who acts like they don't have any good sense and talk badly about other people, or, just like acts up on all, they're going to think that that's a good thing, like that's okay. And granted, you might know it's not a good thing, but they don't realize that, and then they're going to go around copying you. It's a thing. It happens. Like, it's like probably a reason why we have so many sucky people on the amino as it is. You know, a lot of the drama stems from a lack of maturity. And, you know, age, I hate to say it, does matter, because you're the people that the younger audiences look up to. If you if you are younger and you're in a position where, you know, a lot of people do look up to you, that's all the more reason to follow those, you know, the older people, the people who have more wisdom, who have experienced more things. And if you choose the wrong person to follow, then you have like this domino effect of everything going wrong, aka the amino in its essence.
Oh well, that reminds me of the whole primal thing.
The primal drama is just ugh.
I was not around during that time at all.
You're lucky.
Well, I think I was around near the end of it, and that was it.
I was around it when I was just getting started, and like the first post I saw on this amino was like, "Yo, I'm so done with this. I hate my haters" or something. I was like, "Okay, is this an admin? What the hell?"
But you know, like, one of the things, like, this is coming from somebody who was like at the forefront of all that stupid drama. A lot of it was caused by, it wasn't like, a lot of people say it's one guilty party. It's not. In order for there to be an altercation, there have to be two sides in the wrong. You can't always be right. You may think that you're always right, but there are always two sides to every argument. And granted, not all the sides are correct. Like, granted, if you were just like, if, for instance, you're just minding your own business and somebody comes up and bothers you, you have your side and they have theirs. Your side might be more correct than theirs, but, you know, there's a complete like, you'll have people who it's like, you're minding your own business and somebody comes up and bothers you. That doesn't give you the right to act like you don't have any common sense and start cursing them out and acting like you lost your mind. That just means that that's something that you need to sit down and report. Talk, like, be like, okay, let me handle this so it doesn't progress into something that's big. The primal drama was legitimately just a bunch of people who just didn't know how to act. It was a guy trying to exist. He made mistakes. Not going to act like he didn't. He definitely did. He admitted himself that he made a mistake. But he made a mistake. He was wrong. He admitted he was wrong. And a bunch of people blew it all out of proportion. To put it simply. He did something wrong. People reacted wrong. Things just lost his mind. Like, even after it was all over and he just came back to the amino just to exist, all of a sudden you had a bunch of people who were saying they were having panic attacks because he existed. What? How?
What?
Like, legitimately, there was a thread dedicated to the fact that I fear for my existence on the amino because Primal's here. Nobody put him into power. He doesn't have his leadership title. He wasn't going to get his leadership title back. He's legitimately just there, and everyone's saying they're having panic attacks and they don't feel safe with him on the amino. And it's like, see, this is why...
That's just an app.
Exactly. It's an app about cats. If you genuinely do not feel safe on the amino, for whatever reason, leave. There is no reason for you to throw a temper tantrum about this. Like, if he genuinely scared you that much, why are you still there? Like, I understand, like, obviously, if you feel like you are in a situation that, you know, warrants speaking out on, then I think that you should definitely speak out on it and state, you know, how you feel, talk about, you know, the issues, blah, 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 yada, 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 insert whole conversation on stuff here. However, that doesn't give you the right to act up, like sit here and attack a person who has done nothing to you. A lot of the people were just mad because, oh, he removed my post. Did you do something wrong? Yes. He banned my friend from the amino because they were cursing and posting pornography. Oh, so there's a reason why it happened. Like, there's usually a reason behind why every decision is made. You can't just sit there and get mad because something didn't go the way you wanted it to go. Like, if you wanted something to go a certain way, then make sure to do what is necessary for that to happen.
Yeah. And, like, I still see people here and there about the drama, and it gets annoying.
Like, yeah, it's kind of like beating a dead horse, really. Like, I understand, like, things happen, and there are a lot of different ways that things could have gone down, but at the end of the day, everyone made their own decisions, things happened, and that's it. You know, it sucks, definitely, but sometimes you just have to sit back and accept that, yes, it happened. And now that it's happened, we have to try our best. Like, you learn from history. I can say all day long that there's like 50 different ways we could have avoided the whole fiasco going on now in America. But we can't do anything about it. The decision has been made. Things have happened. You know, we just have to accept what's going on now and figure out a way and keep this in mind so in the future, this never happens again. That we never have these sort of issues all over again. It's like, you know, I know a lot of people don't want to accept it, but that's just how things are. And you can either accept it or whine about it. And if you whine about it, no one's going to listen to you, so you might as well accept it. Just saying.
I mean, drama is a huge problem on a lot of apps, like Wattpad, it's a problem. Twitter, it's a problem. But on Amino, they let it spread throughout the whole community, and that was the problem. It went throughout the whole community and not just a portion, and that's what made it so terrible as well.
Yeah, like, if there's something going on, like, in general, like, if there's an issue, sometimes it's best to just keep it to yourself. Because a lot of the leadership drama that we get involved in the community has absolutely nothing to do with the people in the community. Like, legitimately, it's not something that should be talked about here. It's usually something that legitimately has nothing to do with any of the people, but they get involved because it's brought to their attention, because somebody is like, oh, I want to make this out to be 10 times worse than it really is. And now we have like this whole issue. Now everyone's mad. Now everyone's yelling at each other. Now we have like these different sides, and things are becoming super complicated, and it's not something that we can simply contain. And now we have a bunch of people who had nothing to do with the situation in the first place involved in the issue. And then you have a bunch more people, because then the drama is like, it spreads. It is really it's a dangerous thing. Like, drama is something that spreads way too easily, especially on the Amino. And once it starts, it's really hard to stop. Well, actually, no, it's not. It's actually very simple to stop. Stop talking about it. Stop involving people who have nothing to do with it in your problems. Like, your problems, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that people's problems aren't important, but sometimes you have to keep in mind that not everything is meant to be shared with everyone. Not everyone needs to be involved with your personal problems. Sometimes you have to fight your own battles. You can't constantly expect other people to stand up for you when you can't stand up for yourself. If you can't handle this situation on your own, then there are people available who can help you. You know, the leadership team exists for a reason. You know, in the leadership team, if something's going wrong, deal with it. Like, legitimately, stop involving the community in issues that have nothing to do with them. Because that, like, you go to Furry Amino. Furry Amino has not had, I think they might have had one PSA in the entire year that they've been up.
Yeah.
And that was just something that the members caused. Here, we have PSAs on everything. We feel so offended that X, Y, and Z is happening. Something's going wrong. This isn't okay. Blah, blah, blah. Like, I feel like sometimes they just beat a dead horse, and in turn, you end up hurting a lot of people, and it starts becoming this bigger drama than it needed to be. Like, when we had that whole moment where they were trying to ban Elemental Clan roleplays. You cannot ban Elemental Clans. They've been here long before the Amino existed. You can't ban them. You can't.
Yeah.
Like, it's not something you can ban, because it's like, that power clans have been a thing since long before the Amino existed. And if you ban power clans because they extend too far from the ways of a warrior, you have to ban a lot of things. You have to ban a lot of... Matter of fact, you can practically, if you use that reasoning, you can technically remove every single fan clan. You can say that you can't roleplay any clan that's not official and all the characters. You can't have OCs. You gotta have the official characters and roleplay out the scenes from the actual books. Like, that is how, like, deep this whole issue goes. This is a developing community. And the point of having the community as it is now is so that it continues to develop and grow. It gains, like, it's not supposed to be a perfect copy, a carbon copy of the Warriors franchise. It's meant to grow and have its own ideas, have people express what they want to see, what they want to happen, and make it into reality. And elemental clans are just like that. The issue is the issue really stemmed from the fact that you weren't properly moderating the chats. You were angry because elemental clan chats had more fighting. Okay, every clan has fighting. If you create a clan, 2 clans, let's call them Pine Clan and Tree Clan. Don't ask me why, we're just gonna call them that. If Pine Clan and Tree Clan have a battle, and this guy doesn't want his character to get hit, but this guy, you know, like, it's gonna happen. Regardless of if they have powers or not. It's just a thing that happens. The issue here is you're just getting a lot more issues from those clans because power clans are more likely to be run by more inexperienced members. That doesn't mean you got to get rid of them. That just means moderate them better. Focus in on the clans that have problems. Eliminate the fighting. That's what a leadership team is supposed to do. You can't just cut corners just because you don't feel like doing something. But I don't even know how we got to that topic, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I joined sometime in like February or March, and then I just took a long hiatus, and then I came back, and it was pretty peaceful, but there was just a lot of PSAs and a lot of stuff going on.
A lot of the PSAs are stupid, too. Like, I'm sorry. They're stupid. A lot of them are. It's like a lot of them are just petty situations. It's like petty issues that, you know, technically shouldn't be a problem, but they're making it into a problem, if you know what I mean. Like,
yeah.
They're things like, if we're talking about real life, like if this were real life, you'd have to deal with this regardless. Like, it's not something that you can just say, this is bad. It's not bad. You're just making it out to be bad because you don't like it. And because it doesn't like, it doesn't fit within your specifications of what you want in the community, now all of a sudden it's a problem. Now all of a sudden, you know, we don't want, because I'm unhappy with this, I'm going to make a PSA about it. And other people who agree with that come together and they're like, yeah, I don't like that. Well, guess what? I don't like Donald Trump, but you know, you don't hear me making PSAs about him. And sorry for like the political reference, but like that's pretty much how it feels. It's like, you're complaining about a situation that that doesn't really mean that much. Like, it happens. You can't sit here and tell people that you're going to take away their right to enjoy what they love simply because of it. Like, for instance, a lot of people, believe it or not, a lot of people don't like it when people say please. Like, it's a trigger for some people. They genuinely just don't like it when people say please. But I swear to God, if somebody makes a PSA saying that you're not allowed to say please anymore, I'm going to start fighting. You know, I'm going to like go gung-ho in this, because just because you don't like something doesn't mean you can remove it from everyone's vocabulary. Just because you're unhappy with the way things go doesn't necessarily mean that it's wrong. You can't tell people to stop having fun simply so you feel like you've gotten whatever satisfaction that you're looking to gain from this. Like, yes, they might be wrong. Technically, they probably are wrong. And technically, they're probably not seeing your point of view of the situation. But sometimes you have to look at their point of view. A lot of people make it out as if, like, for instance, the whole triggered controversy. 90% of people who say triggered are not making fun of actual triggers.
Yes.
they're legitimately saying it. Like, you can say that, yes, they are, but they're not. I know, like, I think the majority of the Mino did not even know what triggered actually meant. And that's the medical definition. The actual definition of triggered is a reaction caused by something else. Simply saying, like, a volcanic eruption because of an earthquake would be a trigger. Something caused that to happen. So, through that definition, anger, frustration, sadness, any emotion can be defined as a trigger. The way we choose to use it does not necessarily, like, it partially references the medical definition, but that's because the medical definition references the actual definition. You can't sit there and say that these people are wrong and they're heathens and they're evil and they're trying to attack you just because they're using a word that is naturally in their vocabulary. Like, that's not something, like, unless you plan to go talk to Webster's dictionary about, you know, permanently changing the definition and making it so it should be a word that can't be used, you know, like, I don't know. Like, a lot of PSAs recently just talk about things that aren't necessarily related to the community, but rather talking about specific quirks that upset people. And, like, you know, you have a lot of people who are leaving the Amino because they're mad that their rights are being taken away, because it is. You're just like, in the past, you could curse as long as you didn't do it obsessively. Now you can't curse at all. Why? Oh, because we don't want to upset children. Okay, but remember, the Amino is 13 and up. The only reason why the Amino runs the way it does by allowing younger people is because it's the Warriors franchise. And naturally, the Warriors franchise contains a lot of younger members. But that doesn't change the fact that, that's why we have so many strict rules on what can and cannot be posted. That's why you can't obsessively curse. Because if you're sitting there like, mother flipping blah, 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 you know, losing your mind, then you have a problem.
Yeah.
But simply saying, like, a simple curse word isn't going to kill somebody. Especially considering most of the people who curse on the Amino are the younger people in the first place. So it becomes like this whole unnecessary controversy where you have people who are genuinely confused as to what's going on, and then you have, like, people who come onto the Amino expecting X, Y, and Z, and they're given something completely different, or, you know, they're not allowed to simply do things because it goes against the rights of the community or whatever. Like, I honestly don't know anymore. But I just don't get it. I don't understand. Like, a lot of the Amino's just stupid. Let's leave it at that. The Amino's stupid.
Yeah.
I could sit here and talk about that all day, but really, at the end of the day, the best definition for it is it sucks. The Amino sucks. Also, I'm making no progress on this body.
It looks good.
Thank you, but I can't. I keep trying. Like, I completely erased the body because it's like, anatomy sucks. I need a reference. I'm gonna find a reference.
Boop, 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 boop.
That'll have to do. This will have to do. Alright. Oh, I'm still not happy with that. Oh, it looks so smashed. Yo, why does every conversation I try to have turn into a rant? Why can't we have a non-controversial conversation?
I'm very boring. A very boring person.
I don't think that. I mean, generally, there's a bunch of different ways. Like, that sounded ranty. God damn it. It's just like...
Oh, that was just me. I was moving.
No, I meant like that started out sounding kind of ranty. I was like, ugh,
Oh.
that could start something. But like, generally, like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know why people just assume. Like, I guess it's conversations don't start easily. They don't. Like, usually you have something to talk about. Here, I just have a picture. I have a picture, and it's not working. Nothing's working. God, I hate art. No, I'm kidding. Yo, that would be terrible. If I went around saying I hated art, but I'm gonna be an art student starting this fall. That sounds like... Am I a traitor? Am I like a traitor? No. Can I just draw a box? Can he like have a box body? This looks so stupid. Why did I just do this? I wish it was like easier. Like drawing in general was just easier. But it's not.
Yeah.
Like, I think a lot of people's lives would be so much better if like drawing was just like a lot more simple, where it wasn't like you have to figure 50 things out and come up with 50 different ideas on what you want to do and move on from there. Like, wow, those paws are gigantic. God, flippin'. Like, anatomy's a problem. Existing is a problem. Maybe I don't like the way those paws look. I don't know. Matter of fact, I think I'm just gonna blame cats. Why do cats exist? Cats should stop existing. That's the problem. If cats stopped existing, I wouldn't be having these problems right now.
I ordered Pizza Hut.
I just heard something about pizza.
Oh. I'm getting Pizza Hut.
I'm jealous. Well, no, I'm not. I had Pizza Hut the other day, but I'm still jealous.
I love Pizza Hut. Like, yes.
Pizza Hut is like, I don't care what anyone says. It's the better of the pizza franchises.
It is. I don't understand why people like Domino's. It's like too thin for me.
I hate, like, okay, Domino's have really had, like, I had the only pizza delivery on my college campus is Domino's. But, like, the pizza, why is it that their cheese sticks taste better than their pizza?
I know, right?
I'm like, I ordered cheese sticks because we were like, oh, well, we're just gonna, you know, have this as an appetizer or whatever. And, like, I get it, and I'm like, why is it that the cheese sticks are 10 times better than this raggedy little thing they call pizza? Like, that's not normal. That's not how pizza is supposed to... You're a pizza place. You're Domino's Pizza. You shouldn't... Like, why? Why is this a thing? Why do you think this is okay? And it's just like... Yes, this is a great idea. We're going to make it so our pizza tastes trashy, but our cheese sticks taste like pizza. I'm sorry. When did that ever make sense? Why do you assume that this is a good idea?
Well, I gotta go for the rest of the day.
All right. I'm probably gonna end off the stream momentarily, really, cause Dusk, you suck. Cause really, like, the it's gone on longer than I initially planned. Because it was supposed to be. Yeah. So, we're just gonna end off the stream here. I am so glad you guys came to hang out.
Of course.
Hope you can, like, I think I'm doing a stream with Foxclaw next week. So, like,
I should be able to attend.
it's gonna be on Tuesday, I think. So, like, if y'all want to come hang, I don't know if, like, we're going to do, like, a huge thing, but, like, if anyone wants to come out, I'm always down for it. We'd love to talk and scream and do whatever we do. But thank you for coming to hang
Yeah.
out.
You're welcome.
Feel free to, like, talk here. You know, I'll probably be off, like, trying to fix this drawing, but I'll get something together. We can do this. This is a thing. Bye.
All right. Bye.